Hey, what's up, guys? Just so you know, respect trans kids, affirm trans rights, stand with Ukraine, Black Lives Matter. We stand with these causes. Spread in your community love, peace, and happiness. Black Lives Matter. Stand with Ukraine. Trans visibility is valid. What's up, guys? So consider joining our locals. If you like the fact that we catch predators nationwide, it's not possible without you joining our locals. On locals, you get to see over 20 catches early, completely uncensored. You get to see live predator confrontations as they happen, and you get to support the movement that has an arrest in 43 different states and convictions in 24. We do travel the most and catch the sickest. It's only $7 a month. You get more early content than Rumble. We do big content dumps every single month on locals, and can't do this without you guys. Consider joining locals. This channel is a group of investigative journalists who make educational documentaries showcasing and educating society, especially parents and legal guardians, about potential scenarios that result from young people and adults conversating online if left unchecked. We conduct thorough interviews with consenting adults in an attempt to understand their perspective on why they partake in these conversations online with people that are not of age. The goal of the interviews in these videos and the videos themselves is to gain an understanding of the perspective of the individual being interviewed, so parents and the rest of society can be educated and aware of potential thought processes and desires of adults online to unsupervised persons not of age. These videos are not to cyberbully, harass, degrade, accuse, or threaten any individuals partaking in the interview process or in the video itself. We do not condone any of these actions. These videos are strictly educational, and we grant full permission for academia, which is any classroom setting or in scholarly papers, to show or cite our videos. To ensure that these videos are strictly used for educational purposes, we strictly adhere to YouTube's community guidelines, such as not revealing someone's personally identifiable information, in other words, PII. YouTube defines personally identifiable information as their home address, email addresses, signing credentials, phone numbers, passport number, medical records, or bank account information. We thoroughly look at and edit our videos to ensure that none of this information about any individual is shown in our videos. To ensure extra privacy for each person that is a subject of an interview in any of our videos, as of September 1st, 2022, to thoroughly comply with YouTube's harassment and bullying policy, there will be no mention or information about the last name or first name of any person interviewed in our videos. Due to potentially illegal activities discussed in our videos, law enforcement in the respective jurisdiction we conduct these interviews in is notified of each interview and video filmed by us. We are not accusing any individual interviewed of being guilty or committing a crime. That is the job of law enforcement. We are not vigilantes, and we do not condone vigilantism or vigilante behavior, such as taking the law into your own hand or not notifying law enforcement when a suspected crime takes place. We are investigative journalists. Trigger warning. Some of what can be discussed in these videos can be sensitive to some, emotional, or stressful. The only goal of these videos is to educate the public. At the end of each video, as of September 1st, 2022, there will be an educational portion at the end to discuss what was talked about in the video and to discuss what people can take from that video and learn from and tell others about. Our goal here is to bring awareness and educate the public. Now the video will start.
Cool. Golly. Hi, nice to meet you. My name's Gordon.
Gordon, how you doing?
Good, cool, man. Anthony.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Got a pack of Tria. It's about some messages to Emily online. I think we should probably talk about who's kind of messaging you. She's from here on Facebook. You just want to kind of talk over there, away from her? We can just go where nobody can hear. I'm not too worried about, I'm not trying to put you on blast or anything. And it's voluntary to talk to me, but I think you probably should because we got, because of the stuff we have. Want to just kind of go kind of up the street a bit if you don't mind?
Sure.
All right, cool. And I got two people with me for safety. And, I know you're not rich or anything like that, but I'm not trying to blackmail you, take anything from you. So that's why I just want to document that we didn't do that for my safety too, you know what I mean? So that's why those are there.
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. So you work though, right?
I don't.
Okay, got it. We can just, and if anybody passes us, I'll just, talk about, I don't know, Papa John's or something. So what happened? You were a bartender, right?
Back in the day, I had problems with communicating.
Okay.
I'm just trying to get that out of my life.
So you're trying to improve?
Definitely.
Okay, hey man, I respect that. I'm not trying to get this in the way of anything you got going on, okay?
Okay.
So, obviously know why I'm here to talk to you, right?
I am not going to have something stupid.
Okay. But do you know what quote unquote stupid thing you did while drinking that I'm talking to you about?
I was probably hitting on a girl.
Okay. Do you know why I'd be talking to you about that girl?
Not 100%.
Okay. So, we got Emily here. I think y'all started talking May 29th. So, this is the 11-year-old that was messaging you. So now do you think there's a reason I'm talking to you?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So, y'all haven't talked in a while, I don't think. I think you ended up blocking her or doing the right thing with him.
Yeah, I'm sure I was not in a great state of mind.
Okay, got it. Why did you end up blocking her?
I just think that was the right thing to do. I don't know.
Okay. Do you know, like, why at that moment you blocked her, or?
I just probably came to my senses. I don't know.
Okay.
I've had some real bad problems with drinking and
Okay.
just, I don't know.
Did you really?
Social media is not a good thing for me.
No,
so I'm trying to
definitely
get
not.
away from it.
Right. Well, did you kind of realize it was not going down a good path maybe with this chick, or?
I don't think that's, yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Can we?
Well, it's for my safety. I'm a bigger guy, and I want you to be assured I'm not here to blackmail you, hurt you, because people, I'm not saying I'm intimidating, but people can be intimidated by my size. Like if you were like 5'5", you know.
No, I totally get it, man.
And look, this isn't for, we don't have a boom mic and all that bullshit. We're not here to like say, hey guys, look what Anthony's doing. So, you know, dude, I had a whole month that we're gonna have to do that. You know, I'm not concerned about doing that crap. I'm concerned about making sure we're on the right path here, you know?
Yeah.
So, you know, and I know this is hard to talk about, okay? And that's why, is that your girlfriend?
Fiance, yeah.
Fiance? Okay. That's why when she was outside, I didn't tell her.
Well, I appreciate that.
Of course. Of course.
Not saying I don't deserve that, but damn.
Right, but do I think that, I mean, do I think that one little slip up should just ruin, how many years we were all together? Just curious.
We have been friends for like 2+ years, so we're going on 3 years now.
Okay.
Actual relationship.
So do you think I think 3 years should go because of one little up?
Well, that's not a cool.
No. But is there worse? Probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Got it. So I got to ask, I mean, before we get into anything, I mean, how old is Emily?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't even remember talking, honestly.
Okay. Well.
The last couple of months have just been a mess, man.
Mm-hmm.
Not giving excuses, not trying to make anyone feel bad. It's just, I legit had a bad problem with alcohol.
Okay, so that's pretty much what it's been?
I got a DUI, like.
Recently?
Our house was getting ready to be repoed. Our car was getting ready to be repoed. Just gave that up.
Okay. So obviously then it seems like, you know, you kind of go down a certain path online when you're drinking then.
It's been a problem. Yeah,
okay.
It's not cool. And we're in our open relationship, not saying that I would ever do something with some of that.
Some of that what?
That young or
okay.
like
so how
stranger, but
so how old is she then? Because obviously you know she's young, so how old did she tell you she was?
I don't remember, but from what you just said, that
sounds
really dark.
Well, how old do you kind of remember her being?
I just remember a teenager, honestly.
Okay.
But like I said, man, I'd wake up, I'm like, this is not cool.
Okay. Is she getting a shirt? They're getting a shirt? Okay. Yeah, they're getting a shirt for the camera, so it just doesn't, you know, go. Okay, so.
I don't know, man, but like, what do you want me to do?
So I'm just curious, like, you know, you say you're drinking and kind of the stuff goes down. When did this kind of stuff all start for you online? Like this type of stuff?
Probably, I don't know, man. Like, I've been insecure my whole adult life, I guess. I don't know.
Sure. So do you think maybe talking to people of like Emily's ilk, do you think that's kind of from insecurities maybe?
I mean, yeah, dude, I don't know what you want me to say, man.
I'm just literally curious. Like, it's not what I want you to say. Like, I'm not sticking a gun to your head and say this. I'm literally just trying to.
I know. I just rolled out of bed, dude. I need to like digest some of this. and I'm sure you have like everything you need right there, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I just know I need to do better, like, and that's what I've just been trying to like stay on the tight and narrow lately, you know. I
Right.
just try not to drink or do anything stupid. I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
college full time.
Really?
Yeah,
Where
here soon. It's pretty local.
you gonna go to Lincoln or?
No, it'll be online. I have my GI Bill. That's
Oh, you were military.
I think that's where everything me up, honestly.
The military? Did you go overseas?
No, I had like the worst. I don't want to sound like a sob story, man, but I had.
We're not here to judge you.
I was.
Sure.
100%.
Uh huh.
Again, alcohol. It's like the worst thing you can mix. So I've done some stupid drinking, and I've lost friends, jobs.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's where it all kind of started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I say this kind of started, I mean just kind of maybe messaging people that when other people look at these messages, even if you're in an open relationship, when they're like, maybe you shouldn't be messaging this person. You know what I'm trying to get at here?
Oh,
When did that kind of stuff start? Because I know Emily wouldn't be the first, because this is just it's improbable.
No,
it's improbable.
Yeah, no, it's been an issue. I don't know, probably I don't know, the last 2 relationships. I think I find ways to escape or like self-sabotage.
And that's with someone younger, or at least online, someone younger, or
it doesn't typically happen to anyone younger. It's just
okay.
It's like a opportunistic thing, I suppose, but it's not like that's what I shoot for.
Right. And I figured that's why I'm talking to you.
Yeah, I mean, my fiance's older.
Yeah, of course.
So I don't know.
Well, how many times has this, because you know, I'm not saying, oh, Anthony's the only one messaging here. It takes 2 to do it. So I'm kind of curious about, yes, of course you, but of course, how many opportunities have been presented to you with this stuff?
Have been or have what?
Like how, you know, you say this is an opportunistic thing. So how many of these opportunities have you had online with these younger ladies under 18?
None. I've never hooked up with. It's always just like a talk thing, and then black out and wake up and I'm like, what am I doing?
Okay.
Delete, block.
Got it. So a talk thing. So when do those talk things kind of start for you?
Probably at like blackout point, like when I've been drinking really heavy, I guess.
So when do those blackout points start?
If I drink way too much, which was a regular thing for a long time, but
okay.
Now it's just I'm out of my life, you know.
Okay.
Meetings once a week.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be on probation soon, so.
Yeah, look, I don't think you need any trouble. I think you probably need some help, dude.
Once, okay, so the 21st, I have a court date. That's when I'm going to start going to the VA again.
Sure.
2 weekly meetings.
Okay.
I want to see my therapist again. I'm back on which is supposed to be the #1, like, stable, like, mood stabilizer to stay kind of not.
And even with Nirvana albums, lithium would be a better option for you than Smells Like Teen Spirit, you know?
How dare you?
I know.
That was good.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so basically this kind of, I guess we can just call it this kind of, you know, younger rarity kind of happens when you go blackout, pretty much, or?
I guess so, yeah.
Okay. So how many, you know, you say it's just a chatting thing, which I believe. That's why I'm just chatting with you about it.
Yeah.
So how many of these, you know, younger ladies under 18 have you talked to during your blackout moments? If you had to guess, I'm not saying, you know, 9.5 or anything like that. I'm just saying if you had to guess.
I hope it's a very exclusive thing to that, but it's hard to tell sometimes on social media. That's when I realize the age, then I just delete, block, not put up with that, because I don't want that in my life and I don't need any more trouble.
Right. So I guess how many times have you realized it's been an age too young?
I can't remember another specific time, honestly.
Okay, so just this? You remember? Okay.
Well, now, yeah.
Okay. So, you know, here your first message is, "You're so hot." And I understand she didn't tell you the age yet, so how are you supposed to know? And she says, "Thank you, I'm 11, by the way." And you say, "Wait, what? You look so much older, you're very attractive." She says, "No, I'm 11. And So once she told you that, how come the conversation just kind of continued there?
I can't say, man. I don't know.
I mean, I'm not expecting an essay. I'm just expecting your best answer.
Dude, I don't know. It isn't cool.
Right.
I don't know.
I mean, because it kind of got a little bit escalated, I'm sure, as you can.
Yeah. All right, can we end this, man?
Well, it's voluntary to talk to us, but, I'm just letting you know that we do have all of this saved, and
Yeah.
I do want to talk to you, and, I think I'm doing you a pretty big solid by talking to you about it.
You are. I just don't know, like, is this ending up on the internet? Like,
No.
what's the goal of, like...
Well, the goal is to make sure that kids don't talk to adults and vice versa.
100%,
So,
man. Like, I totally get that.
Yeah.
And I just...
so Anthony, if you really want to go back inside, I mean, I'm not going to stop you, but I'm just letting you know, every single thing is saved. I came here to talk to you away from your fiance about it.
Is it okay if I, like, sit down for
Oh,
a second?
yeah.
I'm sorry. I just went back, dude.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely.
I want you to feel, like, safe. Like, I'm not going to freak out or anything. It's
Yeah.
easier if I just...
I mean, how are you?
How...
Yeah.
do you want to go by temps or do you want to go by what the doctors say?
Both.
Okay, well, I've had 7 emergency stays in the hospital.
Okay.
3 different temps. Yeah, got in the Air Force purely
Yeah.
under honorable conditions, so luckily I got my GI Bill to try to do something with my life. But
Well, 3 temps is pretty low for someone with hoop earrings.
it's fair.
So, yeah, so my thing is, I know you're not a bad person, which is because I'm sure with what was said, you do realize I don't have to be talking to you.
Yeah, no, I'm sure it could be a lot worse.
Okay. So,
I'm not a good guy.
you're not, well, you can be. You're not an evil person. Okay.
Feels alright sometimes.
So, were there any, like, kind of pictures sent to her that you want to take back?
God, I hope I haven't seen anything.
Okay. I mean, would it make sense that you sent your to her?
If things were... God damn, I hope not.
Okay. So how often, when did you stop drinking? Like how long have you been sober for?
2.5 weeks now.
2.5 weeks. And like when, so how often would you drink before that?
Oh, man. Often.
Yeah.
Like, probably... I'd take maybe 1 day off a week.
Okay.
But
What-
it was persistent and often.
Like were you working at, when was the last time you had a job?
Half a year ago.
Half a year ago. And you were doing bartending?
Yeah, I was bartending, but I just had to get out of that life. You know?
Because you just didn't want to drink yourself, or?
Just the temptation was always there. Once I'd start, then
Sure.
it was gone, you know. Family of alcoholics.
Of course.
Just, it wouldn't go well. I lost a lot of jobs, I lost a lot of friends.
Right. So, obviously, drunk or not, there was this picture sent to her, plus a lot more, and she was asked for underwear pictures. Is there kind of like a... I mean, were you typically a day drinker or a night drinker, or?
Anytime I was feeling sad for myself.
Okay. So what were some of the things you guys would kind of talk about?
I don't really remember a whole lot. I just remember... Pretty sure it was on Snapchat.
It was on your phone number and Facebook.
Okay.
I think you asked her for Snap though.
Yeah, I don't quite remember. I don't know. I'm sure it was doing all that. I'm sure it was like flirty.
I'm just letting you know, man, none of us are here to judge you, but you know, the more specific we can get, the more I believe that you do want help for this type of stuff.
Dude, I've known for a while that I'm not confident with myself and like don't, and I reach out for like old exes or just people online. I'll just message, like, it's probably out of loneliness, I guess.
Okay.
I'll just see it like on Messenger and stuff. I'll just see somebody online and just shoot a message like, hey,
okay,
how's it going? And that's just typically, I'll just have like a few messages going at once, just hoping somebody talks, like, or something.
Got it.
And that's probably just me being lonely and sad from drinking way too much.
Okay. So I'm trying to give you kind of an out here, because obviously there's more than Emily when it comes to reaching out to these younger people or whatever.
Yeah, no, I'm sure it was like, that was like, I don't think I was like fully putting all my attention there. I'm sure I was messaging other people, but
right,
it's just the circumstances of this is so that I'm like, another reason why I need to stop drinking. So I'm sure I probably saw that message and then I just like, whatever, like went out to the air because I was being an idiot.
I mean, did you feel a certain type of way when you would kind of send these messages to her? Like, did you feel like, holy at all, or?
I don't remember any sense of that. I just remember like us talking for a while, but I don't remember it being like, ooh, this is risky and exciting because it's this. Like, I don't have any sense of that. I mean, now looking back, like, I'm shaking. Like, I don't know, man. I had to sit down because my legs are giving out. I don't.
So what do you think was it? So if it wasn't like, oh, this is risky, what was the point of this then, you think?
I'm not certain. I don't know. Connection of some sort, I guess. But
okay.
That doesn't sound like the right thing to say, I guess. But
there's no wrong answers.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Connection.
Just it's dark.
So this is my theory then. You know, you say that, and that's kind of what I was thinking. So you mentioned low confidence, all of this type of stuff, and you know, I don't think you look at 11-year-olds and you're like, oh wow. I don't think you do that. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, tell me. But I don't think you do. I think you kind of partake in this younger stuff online because you know, you say connection. I think they're less judgmental, maybe, or they're more understanding. They're less like, ooh, look at him, he's this or that. That's what I think it is with you. I don't know. I could be wrong though.
I don't know. It's probably maybe a little of that, but a lot of it's probably just scattershot too, where it's like I'm just hoping someone talks to me. If someone does, then it's pretty cool. Okay.
So kind of you were maybe thinking that, like, you know, someone to talk to me, age is secondary to that?
I don't even think I had that at the forefront of my mind, but I honestly don't remember the age thing. Like, I don't know. But that's, I mean, you ask me now about it, like, age in general, like, yeah, of course it has some weight to it, because it's like life experience and
right.
And things you're able to do together. Like, I think that's a factor for sure. I don't know.
Right. So, I mean, throughout the conversation, I mean, did you like understand? I mean, obviously when she told you she was 11, you had to understand she was 11, but.
Right.
So I guess I could ask, like, why did it continue from there when you knew her age?
Again, like, I probably read that while drinking.
Okay.
Didn't even process until once I think I kind of realized what was going on. Then I was like, okay, I need to get away from this. This isn't good.
Okay. So you came to your senses at the end and like, holy, this is like an 11-year-old. Let me block her.
Yeah, I hope that's what was going through my mind.
Okay. So, talked a little bit sexual. You say, sorry if this sounds weird. I just saw your last profile pic and it just made me find you horribly attractive to you. And you said, hold up, I just had to stop myself. What's your age? Sorry if that was disrespectful. And she says again, June 4th, hee, I'm 11. And it's okay, I'm not offended. And you say, I have so many questions I want to ask you. And all that type of stuff. I mean, y'all talked about like cordial stuff. Like you asked her, what's your favorite movie? And she said, I love Dora. And you asked, have you ever dated anyone or kissed them? Do you kind of know why you asked her that, or?
I mean, I don't know.
Okay. You asked, have you ever watched? She says no. And you said, have you wanted to see a guy naked? She said, yeah. And you said, what's your ideal guy type? And she said, someone nice. And you asked, have you ever taken naked pics? She said no. And you said, is that something you do? Sorry if that's a dumb thing to ask. And she said, no, because my friend Lily did it and someone leaked her and she made me promise not to be like her. And then you said, damn, that's a horrible thing to do to someone. I mean, damn, do you have them? Sorry, weird question.
I was probably trying to be silly there.
Okay. Then you asked her, have you ever yourself? I mean, then we would unsend stuff. So do you remember why you were unsending stuff?
I was probably drunk and either messing up stuff or like I don't know, man.
Okay.
I don't remember any of this.
Okay.
This was like I would wake up to like a destroyed house or like cuts and like I don't know, man. I know I made awful decisions drinking.
Sure.
That's just like if I focus on that and go back to therapy, I know I can get better and like live like I want to live a good life now.
Yeah, and I want you to too.
I was so self-destructive, like in everything I did. I felt like so. I don't know, man.
And is there also is there a reason that that you gave her address and talked about marrying her? Or?
What? I talked about marrying her?
Yeah, and you gave your address, apartment number. Do you remember doing that, or is there a reason why you did that?
What?
Okay. Anthony, listen, man. So, what I just said about marrying her and the apartment, you never said that. Everything else you did say, and I'm just gonna tell you, man, as a friend to you, as somebody who wants to be on the same page here, your reactions to the stuff you actually did say are just flat and nothing, I don't remember. But when I actually said something you didn't say, you were just like, holy. So I'm going to let you know you do remember this conversation because I
don't.
Well, Anthony, listen, man.
Because but hold on, no, that's not a fair test of that at all. Because there's probably many normal things somebody would say in a conversation, like where you think things are gonna like, I don't know, that you might like get a pick out of or something. I don't know. But,
it's just when
saying marriage to a person I didn't even know, that's where I was like,
and you were
I need to go to AA like right now.
You were the same way about your address. So look, man, I do want to be on the same page about this with you because there's a reason I'm just talking to you. But for the love of God, dude, nobody here's mad at you for this.
I'm mad at myself. I'm pissed at myself.
Okay,
dude.
You can be pissed at yourself all you want, and I think that's a sign of your humanity, dude. I really think it's a sign of your humanity to be pissed at yourself.
I just
but
can't believe like I would even be in this situation like with. God damn, dude.
But you can be mad at yourself, but you also should take responsibility.
That's what I need to do.
Yeah, and saying I don't. Yeah, I agree. And saying I don't remember when. Look, I'm not saying I'm not asking you what you said July 4 or
No, I know.
What you said June 22nd
at having a very human conversation, which I don't think a lot of people would even do. So.
Right.
And like, respect, but dude, there's a lot I need to, like, chew over in my mind, because
For sure.
this I need to remedy.
So-
like, sorry if you're uncomfortable.
No, I'm just, my feet go to sleep, it's all good. No, so look, I'm not saying, look, like I said a second ago, I'm not saying you remember what you said at June 20th at 9:58 p.m. I'm not asking you to remember that, but you do remember this conversation. I know you do.
I mean, I know, I couldn't tell you details. I remember
Sure.
blocking this person.
Okay.
And I imagine we talked for a couple of days. But,
Yeah.
But it...
A little bit under a month.
Under a month, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I got, yeah.
Okay.
Again, sense of time and...
Right, I get that when you're drunk. I understand.
Dude, it's been a nightmare.
I'll just say it wasn't an extended period of time.
Right.
So, you know, you mentioned it got flirty. Try your best to talk about the flirty things you guys talked about. I'm not saying, I do want specifics, but I'm not saying like, you know, I'm not saying, oh, I said, this is the exact thing I said verbatim, but let's be a little bit more specific, because I believe you want to take responsibility, but I think you're kind of scared to, because you're, you know, obviously this is a very judged thing, and I'm not here to do that. I'm got to keep reminding you, but I understand. So what kind of specifics did y'all get into?
I don't know. Imagine it's pretty basic. Like I probably just asked questions to get to know them, and then moved on to more like physical or like physically suggestive stuff. But that's how I usually go about it. But I wasn't trying to treat anyone special or anything. It just...
Right. Well, what physically suggestive stuff did you talk about with Emily?
Well, from what you just read, that's, I think, plenty.
Yeah.
It's as physically suggestive as it gets.
Right.
It's not cool.
So you mainly talk to adults, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay, I figured. So do you talk to adults about kind of touching themselves and all that type of stuff?
If it's like somebody that me and my fiance are hooking up with, yeah.
Okay. Have you ever just kind of asked an adult, like what do y'all talk about with an adult when you say you're, you know, touching and stuff like that?
Wait, what are you asking?
Like basically, like when you talk about touching with an adult, what do you guys kind of talk about? Like what specifics with an adult?
Just the stuff we're gonna do to each other.
Okay.
Or like what they want to do to my fiance or whatever.
Okay. Do you ever ask an adult like a question, like, have you ever done this before, or?
Oh yeah, like if we're like new, like sexual partners, or like if we're like getting to know each other to like do any of that, or like if it's somebody that I just find physically attractive, like that conversation can come up, yeah.
Okay. So has that conversation ever came up with someone who did not find physically attractive?
I'm sure it's happened, but like it's, yeah, I don't know how many of these I've sent, so I'm sure the next day I would realize like I don't necessarily find this person attractive. It was just someone to talk to online.
Okay, makes sense.
You know what I mean?
Right. So where I kind of see where there was like a understanding of her age is you sent her like a diagram of the vulva, and you were explaining what each part is on. I don't think anybody, I don't think you've done that to anybody else before, have you? Send them a diagram explaining what each part is?
I can't remember ever doing that.
Okay.
That's not a good, it's not good.
Yeah, okay. I think that kind of signifies that you're kind of dealing with someone you probably shouldn't have been dealing with.
100%.
Okay.
It's gross.
And here you say, I've never done anything with a girl your age, but it would be super fun. And you say, yeah, I mean, damn, I wish I could see you naked. So you're gonna have to dig deep on this, man. What was it? What was going on? I'm not mad at you, just what was going on?
I sure as really dark moment.
Really dark moment. Did you tell your wife you were messaging this chick? Or sorry, fiance?
She goes through my phone a lot.
She knew about Emily?
I don't know specifically,
okay,
but she knows who I'm, like, she is welcome to go through my phone and stuff.
Okay, got it.
But she's good about that. Like, if she saw something like this, she would say, like, what the f are you doing?
Sure. So, I've never done anything with a girl your age, but it would be super fun. So this is 5 days into the conversation here. You know, is there a... this kind of tells me that this has kind of been a fantasy or something in the back of your mind for quite a bit. Do you kind of have like a timetable for when that started? Like these types of thoughts or dark moments of darkness?
I mean, I've had dark thoughts since I was like 15, but that was when I was diagnosed. So I just have moments where just I don't necessarily feel the best.
Sure, but I mean these thoughts about
specifically, I can't put a finger on that because I don't want to do that.
I know you don't, but I also don't want to eat chocolate cake at night and have ice cream because I shouldn't. Well, we shouldn't be eating that.
That's fair. I mean, yeah, if you think of it that way, then I guess.
Right. So I guess the better question is, when did these thoughts start popping into your mind?
I don't know, man. Probably, I don't know. I need to analyze my thoughts more.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get back into therapy and talk about this stuff.
Well, give me a good guess.
All I remember is having like a severe change in personality and behavior at the age of like 15, 16.
Okay. And do you think that maybe triggered some stuff like this, like these types of thoughts?
I mean, going down the rabbit hole in a phase and pouring alcohol on top of it is, there's a lot of things I've done where I don't know what I'm doing until I like I was in somebody's hot tub like when I was going like a month ago or something, and I had my arms, I chipped a tooth. Like,
yeah,
I just well that.
Oh, okay.
Quite a while ago, but yeah, I got plenty of them.
Yeah.
So I'll wake up to those. Well, I don't know, man. I feel like when I'm not drinking and I'm on medication and going to the VA weekly, or if I have a job or like a purpose, I don't spiral and I don't like. I don't know, man. I just want my brain intact and like I just. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I want to function again, you know?
Absolutely, man, and I want you to do that too. That's why I'm not just trying to you, you know?
Yeah, I feel like that's deserved.
Well, what's deserved doesn't always happen, right?
I think you guys are gonna jump.
No. Just because they're Mexican, huh?
God damn it, no.
God,
I think I'd be laughing right now.
I hate to say this, but you'd be someone I'd have a drink with. I hate to say that though, but not really. But you know, like, that wouldn't be a good thing for you. But you know.
No, yeah, no. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to get too personal, but did you do open mics?
No.
No.
My dad does sometimes.
I was gonna say, I thought you did open mics around here.
No. All right. Well, you know, Anthony, you say you want help, and I believe it, but you know, the first step is helping yourself, and you know, I don't think you're too religious, are you?
Lately, I've been getting back into it after having a really weird experience. So.
What happened with that?
It involves other parties, so I don't want to disclose, but I had a pretty profound experience that is leading me back to...
You think a biblical one, or?
Something weird, man. It was right around when it's actually what led me to being sober, but I don't know, man.
Okay.
It just makes me think that there's more to this than...
Maybe this is meant to happen, you know?
Honestly, I think it is, just to reaffirm how I am that when I drink.
Right.
Like, that's not healthy and it's not good, man. It's gonna get me in jail or worse.
Sure. So I guess the better phrase is, because you know, this isn't going to be nipped in the bud until we understand where it's coming from. So when was the first time you know, you had a blackout moment, then you realized that you were thinking about something a little bit too young?
I can't remember any specifics of that. That's not like something I really think about. I've had to put my thoughts in check about like thinking like dark. But
Okay.
I mean, I guess that can be an umbrella that encompasses anything that's dark. Like,
Well, how often did this stuff kind of fall under your dark? You would think about.
is it okay if I stand up?
Yeah, hell yeah. Please do. I'd rather stand up.
Again, 15, 16, after teenage years, I just remember having a part of me that didn't feel like me.
Okay.
And when I would overdrink or get really stressed or like isolate too much,
Yeah.
I would just fall into, and it was a
Okay.
just terrible trap.
So do you think at 15, 16, like maybe these thoughts that are kind of popping up, you're like, maybe, oh, I'm thinking about this, I don't want to be thinking about this, I gotta divert.
Yeah, again, it wasn't like underage girl kind of stuff. It was like a lot more violence.
A lot more violence?
In mind, yeah, never things that I participated in, but it just, I don't know. My mom attempted in front of me, so I think that's where some things just broke.
Right.
After my parents' divorce.
Right.
So.
Do you watch pretty often?
Often, not like crazy. I don't think more than so than most guys.
Okay. Like how often do you think a week?
Like 2-3 times maybe.
Okay, that's fair. So, kept asking her for nudes. I'd love seeing your whole body naked. Then he sent her, or you in your bra and underwear. She sent you a bikini pic or whatever. And he asked, "Can I see more in your underwear?" So what did you end up doing with? Oh, what did you end up doing with those photos?
I deleted that whole thread.
Okay.
So I remember blocking and deleting everything because I didn't like it when I was. Yeah.
Do you block and delete threads of adults?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're having an open relationship though.
Yeah, but if it's like goes a direction I don't feel comfortable or like is something that I just did in the moment and would regret the next day,
Okay.
then yeah, I'd delete. I'd just get it off my phone.
Okay. Did you ever save those photos she sent at all, or?
No, if they're in the thread, I would have deleted that.
Okay. You asked her, have you ever seen? She says no, and he said, that's the first part of the question. Like, is that something you think you might make you feel good? And he said, would you rub your and tell me if you liked it? And you say your boobies are so fine. She says she lives in Nebraska. And you say, would you be able to leave your house at this hour? And you say, sorry, I think that's way too risky.
Yeah, probably in that moment I hopefully was coming to my senses thinking.
Mm-hmm. And she says, she said, I'd go to jail for a long time. And you say, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd love to do that. Also, I'd be in a really bad place if I ever got caught. It's too risky even talking about, haha. And you said, we could hang out and watch movies and stuff. And he said, or did you mean the things I was fantasizing about doing to you? So I mean, throughout this whole conversation, you were making references to, you know, her age, I could be in trouble for this.
Yeah.
Then you say again, could you leave your house now? I mean, you really wanted to meet her on June 4th.
Yeah, apparently.
Apparently, I mean, when'd you get your DWI?
I think it was June 16th, I believe.
June
somewhere
16th?
around there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So would you want to maybe hang for a while then, see if it felt right to do things to you? I mean, maybe I should ask this first. So do you find me attractive, and what's your favorite feature of mine? Okay. You say fantasy-wise, but in reality it's too dangerous for me. Okay. So you said I would be rough with you only if you wanted that, but like since you said you've never even, not necessarily worries me, but I think it'd be really hard for me to handle. And then you sent your, and I guess an old picture of you and your picture here. Okay. Then you sent, I think, 3 more pictures. Is this your here?
Refuse to comment.
Okay. Well, it looks like the inside of your house and your sheets. I guess it doesn't really matter, man. I mean, you actually do feel bad about this.
I feel awful, man.
Yeah.
This isn't.
Right.
I just want to get better, man.
I know.
I just want to do better.
Right. So how many times a day do you think you drink, like when you were not sober?
Oh, when I was drinking,
Mm-hmm.
it would be bottle after bottle.
Really?
It would be no, dude. The 2 days later, my liver would hurt. I'd be shaking. I'd be night sweats, withdrawals, like the whole deal, dude. Like it was constant and persistent and so self-destructive.
Right.
I would drive to the store, get one, have some on the way back, DoorDash another.
Yeah.
Walk to there, stumbling and falling, and my knee is still falling and hitting it.
Mm-hmm.
It's been like 2.5 weeks of not drinking, and I'm finally starting. I'm like, hey, let's get back to college. Like, let's stop living off the government and like do something. But
How were you able to afford all that beer living off the government?
it's not easy. But my fiance, she's on unemployment, and
Okay.
I had an unemployment claim, but it's been like almost 6 months, and they still haven't paid anything. So
Got it. So, you know, even when you're drunk, you know, they say a drunk man's talk is an honest man's walk.
I've heard that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, look, regardless whether you're drunk or not, these thoughts have to come from somewhere.
Yeah. That's
But-
what I'm worried about.
Right. So, dude, Anthony, I'm really trying to give you an out here, man, to get these demons off your chest. I mean, if you say you're getting religious, I mean, dude, nobody hears this. You need to be more specific on when this started, because I don't think that you're just on the whim, just weirdo sick. I just don't think that. I mean, if this is really just an on the whim and you just had an urge to go talk to a little kid one day, just today, I mean, it is what it is, man. But did something happen to you when you were a kid? There has to be something, man.
I thought so too for a long time, but I still have no idea.
Okay. So, you know, this looks really dangerous if this is just an on the whim thing when you're drunk. It looks really dangerous. This has to come from somewhere, man. I'm really trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it's either something you've seen online. I mean, what is it, man? Because this kind of talk doesn't happen just on a whim. It just doesn't. It doesn't. And I know there's something. I can see it. I can see it in your eyes. You want to say it.
It's a violent pattern of.
Okay.
I'm going to school for psychology, and I've gone for a while, and now I'm getting back into it. But mostly because I want to understand myself. I want to understand more. I want to understand the effects of drinking. But I don't know, man. I am an entirely different person when I'm drinking.
Right.
And to the point where my family doesn't like recognize. Like, there's a long time where if I was sober, they didn't recognize me. So
Right.
It was just like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, but Anthony, if you're blaming everything on the alcohol, it's not serious.
I know I need to take full responsibility.
Right,
I'm
but
the one that put it in my face, and I'm the one that made all these mistakes.
But the thing is, I don't think there's full responsibility being taken here. Like, yeah, I get you said what you said. I don't care. I want to know where it actually comes from, dude.
Dude, I wish I understood my own brain. I need to go to therapy more. I don't know. I don't know where a lot of this stuff comes from. I had a relatively easy childhood, from my knowledge. I've had some head. I know that, but
But
I don't know.
this has to have been a gradual thing, man. I know you didn't wake up one day wanting to text an 11-year-old. It had to be gradual. Like, what is it that happened to you, or what did you see? And we have to start there, because it's mathematically impossible that this just happens on a whim. It's just not real. It's just no way.
It's, again, that's something I'll have to figure out in therapy, man. I don't know. I'm getting hit with all this right now, dude. I'm still trying to process. I don't know.
Okay.
All I know is I need to sit and really get into some, because I don't know, man.
Do you think maybe not having a job kind of leads you to some curiosities, maybe, or?
It's not a good thing for when you have like racing thoughts, for sure. It's not healthy.
Okay.
And I've been isolated for way too long.
Okay. Do you think maybe it's isolation that's causing this, or?
It can't be good for it.
Okay.
It can't be good for it. It can't be. An abundance of time on your phone, I think, is just
right. The phones and Facebook
anyone.
are always poison to get you.
Yeah, any sort of social media, I just need to delete from my phone, honestly. I think that's my next step now.
Right.
I don't want to risk any of that.
Right. So.
Or risk my future now that I actually feel like I'm getting somewhere.
Right. So, and if we're actually gonna get somewhere, let's squash what was before, because the before is always gonna follow you if you don't squash it, man. You know that.
Yeah.
So, look, there's a picture that you sent from your gallery, and the gallery, you can see the pictures at the bottom. It was pictures of, younger girls kind of just making poses and doing all that stuff. And that was, obviously you had those photos before you were talking to Emily.
From Instagram and stuff.
From Instagram?
Probably some that get saved or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah,
so I guess that's a better question. When did you start seeing this stuff on Instagram? Because I know the algorithms are poisonous.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Instagram's always something I've kind of had, so.
Right, but I can watch the NFL on Instagram. Then.
Oh yeah.
So when did it start to become like these younger models posing on Instagram?
It's hard to put a finger on specifically, but.
Yeah, just try your best.
I mean, since I remember having Instagram, I guess it was just a wide variety of hashtags. I just got a lot of like MMA and like sport, like fitness and dancers and just.
Okay, so probably dancers.
Probably that's maybe where that comes from.
Okay.
I'll have to probably.
So one way or another, these images of younger looking dancers got on your phone somehow.
No, I'm sure I saved them. I'm sure I found something like attractive in that moment or something.
Okay.
I don't know.
So is there like, what do you think the timetable is to where that stuff starts getting displayed to you? Because I think the Instagram algorithms are poisonous, but this is me trying to figure out kind of what they're doing to good people like you to suck you in, man. Because
I'm not a good person.
Well, to people that want to get better.
That's fair.
Okay.
But I don't know. I definitely remember a point where Instagram definitely became more sexualized.
Okay. When was that?
I mean, at least 5 years ago.
Okay. Got it.
So probably hyper-sexualized, and I think that was like when TikTok became more of a competition and stuff.
So do you have TikTok too?
No.
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 Did you ever delete TikTok?
I never installed it. I read their privacy stuff, and like the China freaks me out. So.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah.
I never wanted TikTok, and when I would see the videos and stuff, I'd just cringe.
Good move. Okay, so Instagram got hypersexualized 5 years ago. So what were these hypersexualized things like?
I mean, it was constantly like fitness models and like girls in bikinis dancing, or just it's like all they want you to click on.
Okay, so the girls in bikinis dancing, in my experience, those always are kind of younger girls.
Yeah, I mean, I like, again, there's such a wide range of like, it'd be like fitness chicks or like goth chicks or like, scene girls or whatever. It just dancers, like it would just be a random.
Yeah, but you know Sofia Vergara is, right? That hot Colombian. Okay, but she's not going around doing ballet and dancing. Those are always the young girls doing that.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's some that goes viral for celebrities and stuff too.
Okay, so when did it kind of start to become more pointed at like the younger? Because the fitness chicks, I get the fitness chicks on my feed too, of course. Who doesn't look at those?
Yeah, for
sure.
But
when did it start to become like pointed at younger?
I don't remember a specific moment. I just kind of remember it being like part of the algorithm, I guess.
Did it become like a gradual thing then, or?
I mean, I would imagine so.
Okay.
I really need to focus on what I originally had Instagram for and
Right.
go from there.
Well,
but
because there's one day that you open your feed and it's fitness chicks. Then eventually there's a day where you open your feed and it's a bunch of young girls dancing.
sure. Yeah.
So, do you remember if that was also 5 years ago, or do you think that was a little bit later down the line, or like let's try to pinpoint. I know we're not, but let's try.
I mean, somewhere around there, I would imagine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
So your mind has been getting poisoned by this online for over 5 years, or give or take 5 years.
Yeah.
So now I kind of understand. So this is so to me this is kind of the natural. This is just kind of of course it's going to happen if it's 5 years of.
Yeah, I don't.
That's starting to make sense now. How old are you now? 29, 30?
33.
33. Okay. So when were you introduced to Telegram?
Probably at the start of the Ukraine-Russian war, I think.
Started the Ukraine-Russian war.
I think so.
Okay.
That's the last time I remember.
Last time you remember?
Or like originally hearing about Telegram, I thought.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you get introduced from Telegram from Instagram, or from where do you think?
Probably Instagram, maybe.
Okay. So who introduced it to you?
I don't remember specifically at all.
Okay. And you were talking about the Ukraine war?
I think so.
Okay. It wasn't one of your friends that was talking to you about the Ukraine war, someone random?
Dude, I don't know at all.
Okay.
Honestly. I just remember it being somewhere around there where Telegram, I felt like, became something used.
Okay. You sent her here. Yeah, unless it's a friend of yours, nobody on Instagram is talking to you about the Ukraine war and introducing you to Telegram for that.
No, I mean, I think I heard about it on a podcast.
Okay.
I think Rogan was talking about the use of Telegram because it had legit
Actual war footage.
Yeah, where like you don't get the like where you actually know how like terrible it's getting. Like. Yeah, that's where I think I first heard about Telegram.
Okay.
On the Joe Rogan podcast.
Got it. Do you know the latest in the Ukraine war, kind of what's happening? Because I don't. I haven't really paid too much attention to it.
I mean, there was a big talk about.
Okay.
Now,
well, that was kind of a couple months ago.
Yeah, but
okay.
I mean, I don't know. I've been following some of the drone stuff with China, and that's freaky. But
yeah,
as far as like casual, I mean, I couldn't tell you how many casualties there are, or like what the next offensive strike is. But
right.
Something that I try to at least.
I mean, is that
podcast?
I mean,
virtue of podcast, get information on.
Do you see like the war footage on Telegram and stuff?
Yeah.
When was the last time you seen some war footage on there?
It's been a while. I try not to. I mean, there was like a guy getting attacked with a hammer.
What the?
They both.
Prisoner of war?
No, it was they ran out of ammo and started running at each other, and then like one guy had a hammer. So.
God damn. Okay. So. I mean, how long? And that was the last Telegram video you've seen?
I don't think the last one I've seen. No.
Or the last time you've checked about the war on there or something, or?
Probably.
Okay. How long ago was that?
Probably a couple of months ago.
A couple months ago. All right. So what were you doing on Telegram yesterday at noon?
Probably just flipping through pictures.
Flipping through pictures? Okay. What kind of pictures are kind of shown?
I don't know. Again, it's like Instagram. It's like a big archive of.
Okay. Are these like kind of groups or individual channels or?
I think they're groups.
Groups?
I don't know.
Groups? Okay.
Channels probably too. I don't know.
Okay, so these are like big group chats with people?
Usually, yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay. Do you think that your wife would appreciate what's in those group chats?
I don't. I just usually click the picture and flip.
Okay. Do you think she would appreciate what's in those group chats?
Probably reading the stuff now, but maybe some of the pictures and stuff.
Okay.
I don't think she would. Actually, I'm fairly certain we've looked through them together, but.
Look through the Telegram group chats together?
The pictures, yeah.
Okay, what pictures are they posting in the group chats?
Like girls in bikinis, but
okay.
they definitely seem like they're of age.
Okay. So, Anthony, I know Telegram is the most poisonous app that anybody could be on that wants to better themselves. Okay.
Telegram's rod?
Yeah, well, you know that. I mean, don't act like you don't.
There's no nudity or anything.
There's no nudity on Telegram.
Or that.
Okay.
That I have. I don't think it was allowed because a lot of channels get like deleted.
They get deleted.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what channels have you seen that got deleted then that you were in?
I'm not sure of names. It's something I'll use like maybe like I'm taking something, I'll pop open and like flip through.
Okay.
Close it.
So what nudity was shown on Telegram then? Like was it? No, it's fine. Well, actually, I don't want anybody to see that. Yeah. Yeah, I got you. Oh my God. All right, that's my exercise for today. Thanks, Anthony. Yeah. So okay. So you have seen nudity on Telegram. So what was that nudity?
It was never nudity. It
Well,
would be like
you said
like
you've
they're,
seen
like,
channels
drawn over like things.
Okay.
Like little thumbnails and stuff.
Well, you said you've seen channels get deleted for that. So
Or it said it was being used to spread violence or
spread violence or
like okay, that's good. That's
okay.
not something I have on my phone then.
Sure. So overage is not disallowed on Telegram.
I had no idea. I thought it all was.
Okay. So look, man. Obviously, these Telegram groups, you're not showing your wife what's in those Telegram groups. Maybe the ones that are adults, but you're not showing the wife what's in those. You'd be crazy too.
I'll delete those right away. I'll delete Telegram right away. That's good to know.
Okay. So let's be a little bit more honest. What's in those Telegram groups?
Okay.
The floor is yours.
Again, threads of. I mean, I wish I had it with me. It's just threads of pictures. Is from what
Okay.
I've seen, and
So
then there's some that are like slightly drawn over, where they're like a risque angle on the beach
Okay.
or something.
Got it. Maybe you wish you had your phone with you. So basically, if you were to show me, you want us to both get in trouble, or?
Dude, I didn't know that Telegram was designed like. It sounds like that's designed to spread that then.
Dude, Anthony, can you please stop playing stupid about this, please?
I don't know what you want me to say right now.
Well, I'm basically asking.
I've never seen nudity on Telegram. I thought it was 100% disallowed, like Instagram.
Okay. Well, groups get banned for nudity. So, or I'm sorry, for violence. So, what kind of are they showing in those groups?
I don't know. I never saw it. I never saw it from Telegram.
Well, how do you see those groups get deleted then?
I'll have groups, and then it'll say like we made this as a backup, but then I click on that, and it's just pictures of girls in bikinis.
Okay. How old are some of these girls? Like,
most have piercings and tattoos, so I'd assume like of age.
okay. So, how many times has somebody displayed a picture on Telegram that has not been of age?
That's a good point. I mean, I don't know.
Okay. Well, how many times do you think you've seen that on Telegram?
Again, no nudity ever.
Okay. Yeah, no nudity. That's fine.
I don't know, man. Now I need to really take a second look at that.
Okay. Well, how many times do you think it was?
What specifically?
Non-nudity of younger than 18.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure there's some for sure.
Okay. Like,
Yeah.
where would those be? Where have you seen those? That's what I'm curious about, because I know you're obviously not taking those photos yourself, are you?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
So where would those be? Because
in group chats, I guess.
in group chats. Okay. So what are we talking, like 50?
Do you mind me?
Thank you.
It's like a bug or something.
Are we talking like 15 to 17 in those groups, like that, those types of ages, or how underage are we talking?
Just definitely seem like teenagers. Like that would be close for sure. Like 18, 19. I don't know.
Okay, but
16, 17, 18.
16, 17, 18. Okay. So how about, like, you know, I know it's not you sending these, but how many times have you seen somebody else maybe send somebody that looks like 13 to 15?
I honestly need to pay more attention to Telegram because I don't see where there's messages back and forth between people.
Well, I'm talking about just in these group chats where somebody sends somebody that looks like they're 13 to 15.
I don't pay attention to the group chats, man. I don't read anything that's posted on there.
Well,
I didn't even know you can see people's interactions.
Okay, well, you said they're sending these bikini pictures somewhere. Aren't these in the group
Twitter
chats?
is probably more of a place where I've seen that, but
Seeing, like, younger stuff?
yeah, where it's like there'll be a post from someone where it's like, you know, say hi in this, and then I'll get in my DMs or whatever. But scrolling through those even just briefly, it's like a nightmare of like, where I just feel like there's so much of that weird energy of.
What do you think is the youngest you've seen on Twitter? Like what age? If you had to put a number on it.
Oh, I mean, I've seen those like YouTube videos of parents that let their kids do everything, and like they're getting monetized and.
Well, I mean like
risque material?
Yes, risque material, yeah.
Oh, teen age for sure. I'm sure like 16, 15 plus. Like it happens all the time, I'm sure.
Okay. And were these getting sent to you or just kind of posted in feeds or both?
Feeds.
Feeds?
Never specifically sent, no.
Okay. So Anthony, I just have a hard time kind of putting two and two together that these pictures that you saved on your phone, of not nude to be fair. I mean, there's nothing, I mean, maybe you think it could be wrong, but there's nothing like over the line about it. Those obviously looked very young, like talking 11, 10. I have a hard time believing that Instagram is the most risque place you've ever seen. I mean, come on. I mean, Anthony, to really diagnose something that's going on here, I know you've had to have seen some stuff, either on Telegram, Twitter. I mean, come on, man. I mean, I know you don't think I'm stupid, but I really know you don't think I'm.
I'm not trying to treat you that way if that's how you feel.
I know, but what you're doing right now is you basically are scared shitless, and
at this point, I want to answer everything you're asking. I mean, of course, I just want to get this over with, but I just don't know I don't know what else to say or do at this point, man.
Right, because
confused.
Well, obviously, because on Telegram, which you're on almost every single day, there's some really f***ed up content in those groups.
I guess I'd have to go on Telegram more to find out, because I honestly don't know what you're talking about. Everything I've seen on Telegram is either like heavily censored, or it's like just somebody in like a position that's like where they're clothed, and like I've never seen nudity on Telegram. Twitter, I've seen more up stuff, seen some links to things that are not cool.
What are those links to?
Like gore and
gore,
or just like gross out stuff like blue waffle and that. But I don't know, man.
Anthony, I just don't think I just don't think you care. I really just don't.
You don't think I care?
Because
what do you want me to do?
Tell the truth, dude. Because
about what? Telegram?
Okay. You have pictures of like 10 and 11-year-olds on your phone of.
I've saved like, yeah, probably some files I shouldn't have.
Okay. And basically, these aren't your photos.
Oh.
Okay. So that's why I can just talk to you about it. But man, if you don't start snitching on these people on Telegram, I mean, you have no reason to protect what's being sent. You have no reason to protect these photos, dude.
I don't know who is sending any of that. I know there's some channels that have been taken down, and now I'm deleting Telegram for sure.
Okay. So
I don't have
there's no such thing as Telegram taking down things as censored. There's just no such thing, dude. That's just a load
of taking things down.
They take things down, but if you're in something with clothes on, or if you're in something with covered up stuff, they ain't taking it down, because Telegram allows infants on that. I'm not saying you've seen that, but I'm saying disgusting. That is disgusting. I know. I'm not.
Dude, here's my interaction with Telegram. I'll open it, I'll see a thumbnail, and I'll be like, oh, let's see what's in that, and then I'll flip through the pictures. I don't read. I don't have a contact of somebody that reached out to me and gave me anything. All I find links from Instagram and their profile.
Yeah.
Hey, that person's cute. Maybe there'll be more. And then I go through, and again, I've never seen nudity. It's always drawn over. Subscribe to our premium every time.
Okay. So did you, from Instagram, these 10, 11-year-old girls, did you just screenshot the pics, or did you kind of just press save on it?
I imagine a lot of it's screenshots.
Okay.
Or I'll just be scrolling, screenshotting things.
So do you just crop the screenshots, or do you ever crop the screenshots? Like, as in make it smaller, or kind of?
I'm sure I have, yeah. I don't know. Usually if mindlessly scrolling on Instagram, screenshot.
Okay. So you don't take the time to crop anything, or like to?
I think so.
Okay.
Or maybe I have. I don't know.
Okay. So,
I'm sure I have.
Okay,
but
well,
it's not like my first thought. Like,
right.
I need to get this perfect.
Right, of course.
Add it to my collection. It's
Okay.
just, I don't know, man.
So Anthony, those pictures of the 10 and 11-year-olds, they did not have any Instagram logos on them. Basically, it was just a picture. There wasn't any Instagram above it. There wasn't any caption below it. It was just straight up a picture of some 10 or 11-year-old in a provocative pose. So that couldn't have been coming from Instagram if you ain't cropping those. So,
Again, maybe I did. I don't know, man.
No, you didn't. So tell Anthony, please, for the love of God, like, why can't we be honest about this here?
I don't know what you want me to say, dude. I don't know, man. I don't know what you want me to say.
Anthony, you don't get this hypersexual after 5 years of kind of this stuff being shown to you without seeing some really fucked up. It's impossible. It's impossible. It's really impossible, Anthony.
I grew up on the internet. Yeah, I've seen a lot of.
I know. But you don't talk like this to an 11-year-old.
No,
if you haven't seen some really fucked up. Anthony, if you're just a really fucked up person, I'm refusing to believe that. You're not. Something happened to you, or something did this to you that you've seen online. But if you're not going to tell the truth about it, I don't think I have a reason to kind of help you. Because I'm prepared to just walk off right now if we're not going to be truthful about what you've seen online, man. I'm not.
I really respect what you're doing here. I don't know how to.
Yes, you do.
I don't know what you want me to say, man.
Well, what do you think you need to say? What do you think is the truth?
Honestly, what I need to do is get this dub stuff out of, like, I just need.
Yeah,
therapy,
it is
man.
a lot of this up stuff, man. It is a lot of this up stuff.
Purge from, like, seeing flesh all the time. That's
right.
Not cool. It's not healthy.
It's not healthy.
My brain to see every time I open Instagram, there's like a half naked this and a half.
Yeah, half naked little girl.
That's as soon as I get on, I'm deleting.
I believe it.
And this will be something I cover in therapy. If you want to meet again in like a week or two, I'd be 100% open to that, man.
So Anthony, are you basically saying if I were to go through your Telegram and all of your gallery, there's nothing that could potentially get you in trouble? I mean, do you think we haven't seen your gallery?
I mean, I don't know. If there's stuff in there.
You do know, man. You do know. What is it?
I don't think there's any nudity.
You don't think there's any nudity?
I would assume not, no. But I mean, I have a large gallery of things I've collected over the years.
Okay, how many pictures?
Girlfriends and stuff. And
how many pictures of these, like, you know, these younger ladies under 18 do you think are in your gallery? Because literally the first screenshot you showed us from your phone, we already saw like 4 images on your gallery of that stuff. So how many do you think it really is?
I'd have to go and count, but
if you had to guess,
probably like 20, maybe more. I don't know.
20, maybe more. Oh, it's a lot more than 20. I'm sure, as we both know. You can always times that by 10 when it's an answer like that. So 20 images of just underage on your gallery. I mean, and you think this is just a spur of the moment thing? I mean, come on. If you don't want to just get these demons out of you, how can I actually believe that you want to change, man?
I don't know, man. It's hard when there's cameras pointed at me.
Do you want him to go in the car?
I would.
And we can be having an honest talk about it? You want to do that? We can do that.
I said, this would be something I would appreciate, like, in like a week, if you want to do this.
I'm not talking to you in a week. We can get it done here. I'm willing to send them to the car if we can have an honest talk about this.
Well, your mic's up and stuff. And
okay.
This isn't going to be something I need to talk to my. What I need, and I need to do.
Well, do you want me to turn the mic off?
No, you can leave everything you want on, but I don't think we're gonna get much further until I actually talk to the professional, man.
Well, you don't want to. So basically, I'm here talking to you about it to get it figured out,
right,
and to get it away from your wife and all that type of stuff.
Which I appreciate.
So, you know, so basically. So someone you can trust this, that. I know you've seen nudity of younger online. I know you have, because your mind can't be this fried without it. This isn't, I mean, the reason I know you've kind of looked for it sometimes is because you asked Emily for nudes. That is looking for underage nudity, straight up. So this isn't like, you didn't cross the line with Emily. I refuse to believe you would take a kid and try to do that to him without your mind being fried. And the thing is, it is your fault, but I'm not blaming you fully, man. There is something. If you really just think you're just a cast off who just has a up mind, what's the point of me even talking to you? If this is just how you are,
Yeah.
then I don't have a reason to talk to you, man. I can just write this off and just be done with you. But you know that you
I don't know what you see in me, man. I
don't be afraid to snitch on people doing this. Look, if your wife robbed a store and I asked you, did she do it? Please tell me no. Don't snitch on your friends with that. Do you have kids of your own?
No.
Okay. Do you want kids of your own one day?
I'm hoping, yeah.
Okay.
That'd be beautiful.
So when it comes to
when I'm like this.
do you have nieces and nephews or?
Yeah.
Okay. So imagine on Telegram and Instagram.
I can't go there right now, man.
Okay.
Please don't go there right now.
Okay.
I know where you're going. I get it.
Imagine it's them.
I know.
Imagine it's them.
That's so dark.
Would you not want somebody to snitch on who's sending those types of photos?
100%.
So please snitch on them.
I
You have seen it. You have seen it before.
There's been like links. Yeah, of course you can find anything online.
What are the links to? Who's sending these links? Where do the links go to?
I mean, dude, you can find anything on like the dark web.
Okay.
That's a terrible place. Which
When did you get Tor?
Well, a while ago.
Okay. So that's where the evil look. Listen. You don't really get offended at words, right?
Words don't bother me.
Yeah. Listen. I'm just gonna be straight up with you, dude. I know we're in Grand Island, Nebraska, so there's no to hear this and punch us in the face. But listen to me, dude. If these were your pictures that you took of kids, I would personally.
I believe that's deserved.
And you would do it to yourself, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's not. It's not those. Okay. You know that there's a difference between a big brother robbing a store and his little brother tagging along with him and kind of doesn't want to do it but does it anyway.
I get that. Yeah.
Okay. Do you think?
I see where you're going with this.
Right. Okay.
There's no excuse, man.
Okay. So what have they shown to you on the dark web to fry the out of your mind, Anthony?
There's just a long list of links, and you click it, and
Okay.
it's like rolling the dice. Like one's like murder, another is insane, like violent.
Is it like red rooms
like-
and stuff like that, or?
It's links to everything. Like it's like rolling the dice. Like you'll get whatever. Like one will be a drug web's like get your LSD here. And another one's like pay this much money to see somebody get. Like it's. Dude,
I hope you didn't
it's
pay money for that, did you?
No, I don't
Okay.
pay money for anything.
Okay,
online.
good. It's just beer.
You get lots of alcohol. Yeah.
Okay.
That's about it.
So you know we're talking about murder, gore, violent. How much of this stuff has been kiddie stuff? And just be honest, because I know it's some.
Yeah, it's all mixed in. It's like probably 20% of like each dark category. That
And there's
find.
kiddie stuff in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's anything and everything. Like it's there's just it's like a whole like thread of links that you just test, and then one works, one doesn't, one pops up to this, one pops up to that.
And you have this on your computer or your phone? This is happening.
Computer.
Okay. So this kiddie stuff. How old are the girls in some of these videos? I'm not saying every video you've seen. I'm not asking you to relive
Some
that.
look insanely young.
Like insanely young could be a fetus or it could be a.
No,
No, I know. But
like probably like 12 plus. I'm hoping. I don't know, man.
okay. Well, what's insanely young age? Well, because there's some 12-year-olds walking around with like a, not saying it's right, but there's some 12-year-olds with.
For sure, but again, that's no justification for any of it. It's just
Right.
it's a dark place, man.
What insanely young stuff have you seen on the dark web? I'm not saying you wanted to see it. I'm saying what have they shown you? What?
Okay, it's just like it looks like it's scenes from like a movie, like where it's like clipped and like you just see little like it'll be like a box of like 9 squares and it'll just show like the preview of what's in it, I guess. But
Okay.
it's all the stuff you have to pay for to get and stuff that just like I'll go then okay back. Like,
What's happening in some of these videos of these 12-year-olds?
Sexual stuff, man. I don't
Sexual
know.
stuff. All right.
Yeah, like,
So I'm not saying let's go to every little clip you've seen and talk about it. Let's pick one of the clips you've seen of, say, a 12-year-old. And I know there's younger on the dark web. I mean, it's just ridiculous to think that the dark web is 12 plus. I mean, it's like a Mario Kart video game that's 12 plus. So what have you seen in one of these videos of someone who's like 12? Just pick one and be specific, because look, Anthony, you're not out there.
It looked like they're with like their like family or something.
Okay, and what's going on in the video?
They're like, it's like somebody probably her same age, that's a boy that's kissing her, and like somebody watching.
Okay, are they naked?
They were, yeah. I don't know if the person watching was, but it was just dark, man. It just looked up.
What do they do besides kissing in that video?
I did, again, there's just little like, it's like, pay this to see more.
What do you think, what have you seen where it's like scenes with said 12-year-olds?
Scenes?
Sure. Or like performing some type of act. And it's the dark web. I know it's there. I know you've seen it.
I've seen like, yeah, like, I don't know, like girls like suck on hairbrushes or like cucumbers.
Okay, I'm talking about when and how old were these girls in those videos?
Probably, I don't know, 13. Probably young. I don't know, man.
Anthony, I can find that on Instagram. I'm talking about what have you seen on the dark web? It's not, and these aren't your videos. Like I'm trying to drill it down that it's not you. It's what, if I want to catch the real bad guys, you can be my eyes to turn this around to help save children.
I don't
you can.
know what
you can turn
more
this around.
information I can give you, dude.
Okay. What do you think's the most graphic thing you've seen with a kid on the dark web?
Like
With a kid?
I've seen some bad. Yeah.
Okay. Was this like a snuff? Or like?
I don't think that was the case. I think it was like a
sure
kind of situation.
Oh, that's so sad.
I was a cop in the Air Force, so that was what we always were trained for, and you know, it's dark, man.
Just curious, why did you watch them? I mean, it's not illegal, of course. Why'd you watch that on the dark web?
Again, it's one of those links that you click, and then all of a sudden you're in the room.
Sure.
So I don't know. All of a sudden you're getting hit with images, and it's like you want to turn away, but it's like
it's a train wreck.
It does something weird to your insides, man. Okay. It just leaves me with like an empty feeling for a while, which is dark.
Sure.
That's the worst. That's probably the worst thing I've seen.
So if you've seen that, there's nothing you're not desensitized to, unfortunately, and it sucks.
There'd be some things that still get me for sure, but I mean, again, I grew up on the internet, you know, so it's.
How long have you had the dark web for?
I don't know. There was a time where I was really wanting to get into growing my own mushrooms. So
nice.
Like, I don't know, 4 years maybe.
Sure. So, what's the most graphic sexual thing that the dark web has shown you with a kid?
I think all that's like just like missionary doggy style kind of stuff.
And how old do you think the kid in that video, or the girl in that video was? Unless it was a boy or.
Had to be young. I don't know, man. Probably
Best
around
guess.
the same age.
Like 12?
Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And was it
like clips? It's just.
Was it a guy in the video too?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I've seen thumbnails of 2 girls too, or
like
girl, younger girl. It's like, I don't know. It seems like it's part of the genre.
Okay. What happened in those videos with the older girl and the younger girl?
I don't know how it ended. I just saw the clips of them like kissing and stuff. Like I don't know what they did during the video again.
So the word
pay for all that.
So the words you've seen is just like missionary with them. Nothing too extreme in that regard.
I mean, that's still pretty goddamn extreme, but I don't know, man.
Yes, but no harm.
I don't see any like no physical violence.
Okay.
If I did that, no, that's not something I
could deal with.
Not with like, well, they're like, it's bad enough that they're already like naked.
Sure. When's the last time you've kind of seen something like that on the dark web?
Fairly recently.
Like talking this morning, or how recently?
I think within the last couple of days when I opened the dark web, it was.
What was it?
Still pulled up. It was that same website from when it was open.
That like 12-year-old missionary.
Yeah, but again, a lot of scattered stuff too. Like just like clips, videos you can purchase and.
Okay.
But yeah, that was open.
They charge Bitcoin for that, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have to use some sort of secondary.
Yeah. Do you have Bitcoin at all? Do you own any Bitcoin?
I did when I bought mushrooms, but then it was a failed project, so that was the last time I ever ordered anything from the dark web.
When did the mushroom thing kind of fail for you?
Like 4 years ago, 3.5 years ago. I just wanted to grow my own, and I thought that would be the way to do it. And sure enough,
little entrepreneur.
I guess, but I wasn't even trying to sell. I just think they help for my microdosing helps with my mental health a lot.
So okay. Got it. Yeah, I don't. You know, I don't know if you're a leftist or a right winger, but I'm definitely I'm very right wing. I don't believe in.
Pretty conservative.
Yeah, I'm conservative. But when it comes to like, you know, microdosing on mushrooms, I mean, I think jail's a kind of stupid solution. I think you know, I think it's like
it's a plant that
Nebraska's pretty archaic with that.
it's gonna be a while till it changes.
Yeah.
But in a lot of ways, I love how conservative Nebraska is because you could have a conversation with a dude that should be kicking your ass, and you're trying to get me on the right path, man.
Of course, you know, and like, but you know, I'd take every drug being illegal if it meant zero income tax. I mean,
that's fair.
Yeah,
You know, make that money. Let's get some parks.
Right. So, okay. So when did this kind of child stuff kind of start being displayed to you on the dark web?
I think there was like always that connotation with it being there, like when I first even got it.
Yeah, when did your eyes lay on it?
Yeah, I think I started exploring it more probably like 3 years ago, where I'd actually like try to find links and like, okay, let's see where the rabbit hole like can go, where maybe I'll find some cool websites or whatever, but it seemed a lot of it was geared towards.
Okay. So
just there would be like a whole specific of that for like specifically for child.
Okay. I'm not proud of it, but
websites I've seen
them.
Yeah.
And what do the websites display?
It's usually always like a thumbnail or like several thumbnails, and then like do the VIP for more content and stuff.
What's the longest video of a CeePee you think that you've ever watched? I'm just curious about that. I mean, you know, whether it's a second or two, it's all bad, right? But like,
it's probably like a 10-15 second thing maybe.
Okay.
I don't know, like a little preview thing. But
got it. So how often do you kind of look at that stuff? So it's out in the open now.
Yeah, I don't know. When I was drinking,
now.
I'm sure there'd be times where I would go in there.
And it was for that purpose? Just be honest. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm sure it was part of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now to kind of walk it back to, you know, Telegram and all of this type of stuff.
Yeah, Telegram is worrying me now.
So
definitely.
Let's be a little bit more open about Telegram, because I just refuse to believe that Instagram is worse than Telegram in any capacity.
I honestly think I've seen more young girls on Instagram than Telegram.
Okay.
I 100% believe that.
So I guess the mushroom thing introduced you to the dark web. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
But again, it was all self-researched.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't have any friends or online friends now. I'm literally the only person I interact with is my fiance now.
That's good. So, on the dark web, truly, what's the youngest that's been displayed to you, man? Because I understand you're not really into the baby and all that, but I mean, come on, it's the dark web. Because you know,
dude, I'm sure it exists. I'm not actively searching for any of that.
I know you're not searching for it. I'm just curious what they're displaying, no matter what you're searching for.
A lot of it's just like, it honestly reminds me of being on the internet like early 2000s.
Wild West.
Yeah, but it's also just like websites built that look like they're just archaic, and the only thing you ever see is like thumbnails.
Okay. What's the youngest looking thumbnail you've seen then? If you had to, like maybe 10 or 11 or 9-8 or?
Probably somewhere closer to there. Yeah.
To 9 to 8?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, what was happening in that thumbnail?
Dude, I don't know. I remember seeing that kind of and just moving on.
All right.
So I don't want.
So what do you remember seeing in that thumbnail?
I think like some sort of facial expression that made me think there was pain involved. Like that wasn't.
Okay. Was this? I don't know, man. Was this a boy or a girl?
I think it was a boy.
I think it was a boy. Okay.
So,
have you seen any boy child, like not thumbnails but kind of short clips?
I don't think so.
No, just girl stuff.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen any.
So Anthony, if it's truly just a roll in the dice, you would have had some boy stuff too. So this is obviously some pointed searches going on. So I'm going to ask you, when did it start to become pointed to younger girls to kind of look at on the dark web?
It was just like things that popped up from links, and if there was one that I don't know, maybe spend a little more time on than others, but
which one would you spend more time on?
Again, they're random, dude. Like they pop up and I can't even name a website or like any.
But if this has been going on for 3 years and you haven't seen, I mean, obviously the boy thumbnail, but you know, if you didn't click on it, you can click on it. It has to be some type of searching for, because you know, I've been on the dark web. I haven't seen no CeePee on there. I know it's on there, of course.
Yeah.
Just like it's on Telegram and just like, you know, on Instagram sometimes. But, you know, it had to be some pointed searches, man. I mean, because, you know, in the end, the goal is explaining this. And
Yeah.
we're getting there. We are getting there. And I appreciate you kind of
So.
opening. You see how you're talking about you literally, see you're talking about literal on the dark web, and I'm not mad at you.
Yeah, no,
It's okay.
I feel safe with you,
Yeah.
man. I really have to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
So,
Like
what were some of the things you searched up to kind of see that stuff? It had to be something, dude.
again, links took you there, like whatever they had, you know.
Okay, but what category were you looking for to where those links get displayed?
Oh, they're mixed in. Like one could be like a food website, and the next will be hardcore. Like it was literally just shot in the dark. It just had what are they called? Onions, the little Tor link. Copy paste, and
Sure.
then you get what you get.
So how many of these involve like
That's not something I
No, I know.
I don't even. I see that go back. Like I don't want.
How many of that involve children though, if you can remember?
I hope none. I don't know, man. But I'm sure it's a thing.
Oh, it is a thing. I'm just asking, how many have you seen?
None.
None with that. Okay, got it. So
Again, those like most on the dark web you got to pay for, and then I'm always thinking that's a scam. So it just I don't know, man.
okay,
I need to delete. Like
right.
it's just getting me in trouble. And now that I'm not drinking, like there's no reason why I should be on any of that.
Can you put the phone in the car next to the pickles, please? Appreciate it. Don't need my wet. Okay, so Anthony, now obviously the problem is saving some of it. Okay, so there's a 0.0% chance that if the first 4 images we see on your gallery, we can take a random screenshot of a young, you know, probably 10 or 11-year-old girl posing, not nude, but posing, that there's not some really you have saved. I mean, there's just a 0% chance. You mentioned
some wild for sure, but that's all stuff from like.
yeah, but you know, and I'm not doubting. See, I still think that your preference is adults, obviously.
Yeah.
But you know, there's obviously some type of dark thing going on in your mind to where it's kind of. I think it is making you save some kitty, you know, somewhere. I mean, laptop on the dark. I mean, it hasn't been the same laptop for 3 years.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a 0% chance that nothing isn't saved.
I don't save anything on my laptop, but my phone. Like I have some questionable pictures. I'm sure that if I go back and look at, I'd not feel comfortable having on my phone.
Right, but there's a 0% chance that there's not somebody that's under 18 nude on your phone right now. There's a 0% chance of that. Like it's literally 0. So my question is, how many is it?
Well, I definitely know I have pictures from an ex when I was 18, she was 17. So.
Okay. Besides that, I mean, I personally don't give about that. But besides those,
but there's definitely some pictures where it's just the only censoring is it's drawn over with like a marker. You know what I mean?
And how old are
that's
those?
What I get from like Telegram.
How old are those girls, you think?
Like 12, 13.
Okay.
I don't know. And then like bathing suits or underwear or like costumes and
anything
stuff.
see-through or?
I don't think anything that would. I honestly didn't know Telegram had nudity. That's a new thing to me because everything I've seen from there, like they seem to be very careful about like censoring with like a white marker to blur the so you don't see like any organs, I guess. But I don't know, probably 12, 13 is pretty common.
How many of those, maybe it's not a full nude, but it's showing or a showing? I mean, because there's a zero.
Like underwear, like where you can see like maybe the outside, but again, like you're not seeing like a hole or like, but yeah, I'm sure there's the see-through clothing and stuff too. But again, I think they have to censor that, otherwise their thing gets pulled.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask. I mean, when did this kind of interest in these younger people kind of really start for you, man? Because it's obvious it's something there at this point. So
yeah, no, I mean when I dated my first few girlfriends, they were all younger. Like
yeah, but 18, 17 doesn't.
No, that was one specific. That
right.
Citing, but when I was 21, I dated a girl that was 18, and when I was 5, I dated a girl that was 19. And again, it wasn't necessarily a preference thing. It was just somebody I worked with that I thought was cool.
But yeah, but
this has definitely been.
But the 12 to 13 thing.
That's something that's.
about.
Yeah, it's unhealthy, man.
Yeah. So when do you think that started for you?
I don't know. Probably like 5+ years ago.
5+ years ago.
6, 7 maybe. I don't know. I think probably once. I don't know. There's a long stretch of loneliness where all I would do is go online. A lot of just trying to hook up with girls online.
Mm-hmm.
And I think maybe that's when I went down that rabbit hole.
Okay.
But again, that's something I need to go back to like my journals and start seeing where this change happened, because
You write in your journal? How often?
Well, I have an online one, and then I have a
Sure.
personal one that I write in.
Sure.
A lot of it was for like comedy. So I had like a comedy notebook for stand-up.
You used to be a stand-up.
Yeah, I used to be.
Well, you're not necessarily a stand-up guy, but you're maybe a stand-up comedian. I don't know, maybe one day.
I don't feel like a stand-up guy.
But okay, so this has been going on for 6 to 5 years, and I'm sure you understand at this point that you're not the first person I've talked to about this. But there's some I don't talk to. There's some where I have some chats like this, and I'm like, oh, he's not getting a talk. I don't need to waste my time on this little. The 50-year-olds kind of going around with the ice cream truck. Do you think I need to waste my time on those people, or do you think I just kind of know what they are?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. God damn it.
So. Let's just kind of clear the air a little bit, man. We're almost there to where I think we can just be fully open and honest about it. I'm willing to be open and honest with you. I mean, that's why I sat through you denying that you've seen any nudity of a kid online for 30 minutes, because I knew that there's something there that you do need to get off your chest, man. Because I did that for you, to stay with you and talk to you about that. I know you've seen some really. This has been going on for 5 or 6 years. Yeah. Oh, missionary with a 12-year-old. That's cute to say that, but come on, man. I mean, that's like me playing football for 5 or 6 years and not knowing how to tackle somebody after all that time. Still pretending that, oh, I'm kind of new. Come on. What have you seen that's really up? I want to know, because I want to know what they're doing, because I want to hop over your to get to the real bad guys. So help me do it. Help me do it.
Dude, do the same thing I did.
What did you do?
Google dark web links.
Okay. What's the worst thing you've seen on those links? I want to be prepared for what it is.
I've told you.
You told me.
That's
Okay.
the worst thing I've seen.
But I'm here to catch. I'm not here to catch Jeffrey Dahmer. Well, he's
pretty. Yeah.
Yes.
Pretty notorious one.
Is that pickle place even? Did they even deliver? Huh? Oh, okay. God damn it. Okay. But I'm asking you, when it comes to, people under 18, what is the worst you've seen? I know it's not a 12-year-old. It's okay. I don't think any less of you if you tell the truth. I think more of you if you tell the truth.
I'm sticking to that answer, man. That's the worst thing I've ever seen. I don't know.
Not in 5 or 6 years of this stuff. It's impossible.
No, that's the worst thing I've seen. 100%.
It's impossible.
I had nightmares about it for a very long time. Recurring nightmares.
Okay.
Of just seeing that blood-soaked floor of somebody with a gun like near them.
And this wasn't video? I mean,
no, not that I know of. I believe it was a wife that killed her children. Then her husband came up to us.
That's disgusting. I'm sorry you had to see that.
I don't know, man. It's gross, but I'm the one around on the dark web.
Sure. So, I guess what's the youngest thing that's been offered to you on the dark web, like when it comes to kids stuff? Yeah. You saw a thumbnail of like an 8-year-old boy, you think, or something.
Oh, sure. Yeah, no, that's I would say fairly common on the dark web.
The thumbnails of the 8-year-olds?
There's some disturbing ass thumbnails. Yeah.
Okay, what's the most disturbing you've seen on there?
Again, it's just by seeing somebody that's that age at all with little to no clothes is so shocking that it's like, no.
Have you seen something with like maybe a 5 or 6-year-old?
I'm sure it's out there. I'm sure there's links, but I don't try to put that in my psyche, man.
Oh, I know you don't try to, but I think it's there.
I'm sure it is.
Yep.
I'm sure if you look for it, you can find it.
How many times? Okay. So you said it's pretty common to see like 8-year-olds kind of in pain, or 8-year-olds kind of
it's just
those thumbnails, or
it's just like a screen cap of that, and it doesn't look like they're having fun. So
okay. So are these all boys you've seen that are 8 years old, or kind of some girls too, or just both? Or
I think both.
Both?
I think that's pretty common on those sites. Yeah.
So how many of these thumbnails have you seen that has been like show some nudity there, like some private parts?
I'd say the majority of thumbnails have something.
Even with 8-year-olds?
Again, I try not to. You have to expand on those. From
Okay.
what I've seen, it's like a clip for full preview. Click.
Okay.
And then if you want the video, that's where you download it and purchase it.
So what's the worst clip you've seen of an 8-year-old then? What's happened in those clips? If you had, I mean, I know their age isn't on their thing, but what clip?
I don't even know, man. I don't know.
Well, pick one of the videos and just what happened in it. What happened in that
The
little
one
clip?
I mentioned earlier, it just looked like somebody was in pain, and just it seemed like they were with an adult, so it just
They were with an adult?
seemed like that.
Okay.
I don't know.
So you didn't see the adult's face or anything?
No.
Okay.
All you could see was like them from like the side, like kind of like looming over the person. It felt like.
Okay.
I don't know. It just,
And they were both naked?
hard to say.
Hard to say. Well, they had clothes on, or did they not?
It wasn't showing angles where you would see like full nude, but it looked like their like clothes weren't on. For
Okay.
Sure. But again, the person, all you'd see is like a silhouette. Like, I'm sure that was done for a reason, but I don't know, man. There's dark there, and if you want to find it, you can find it. And a lot of those links, they don't prep you for what you're about to see.
So literally, you still have the Tor browser. We can literally just go on your computer and click on something. It'll probably show something like that.
Yeah, I have a saved list of sites, like the whole list that I've, every now and then just try.
Are some of these sites probably that you shouldn't be looking at, like that type of stuff?
I'm sure the links are still active. Yeah.
Okay.
But again, I try not to go.
So why did you save links to child?
Because some are legit links for like making and buying drugs.
No, I know, but why did you save links to child? Because buying drugs isn't child.
No, but it's on a full like website where there's one after the other.
Oh, so there's a drug category on there. There's a child category on the same website.
Yeah, no, like one will be like a Wikipedia for the dark web, and then one will be like I said, like horrible. One will be for drugs. One will be for regular old passwords. People like. Then others like the child. Like it's all scattered in there. Like
So why did you decide to save a link with child in general?
Again, I saved the page with the links, but those had, from what I understood, were legit websites to buy psychedelics.
So where do you even save these links? I mean, how do you save it? Like, do you favorite it on your computer or something, or what do you do?
It's just something that Tor has. It's just Tor. Like, it's no different than saving like a page. Like, you just link it. So I just have that on my Tor browser.
Yeah. You know, Anthony, I think if we were to go through your phone, I'm not even going to ask you to do it. If we were going to go through your phone and all your Telegram and all your computer right now, I think we could find a lot of really f***ed up things that you should probably get rid of to save your ass. I really do think that. I don't mean just a link of child. I mean you have some images and some videos saved that.
On my phone for sure. Yeah.
Okay. And you understand a censored picture of a kid cannot get you in trouble, right? I mean, legitimately uncensored. Just, I really mean that. I really do believe they're on there, man. I really do. I really do. I mean, it just, your mind's too fried.
Dude, I know I need help.
Can you tell me how many of those there are? I mean, we can be so honest about everything else except for what you were. I'm just going to say it.
Sit down.
Sure. David. Okay. What's the best place? Do they have Runza here?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh God. You know, I'm not really even from Nebraska. I'm from originally from Kansas, but I like Runza though. Runza's pretty good.
There's one on Web Road.
Okay. Is it on Silk Road on the dark web, or just kidding?
Spent some time there.
On Silk Road?
I think so.
What's been on Silk Road?
Psychedelics.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah.
It's like a drug trafficking website, for my knowledge.
So, did anything ever get delivered to you from the dark? Like, just curious. Like when you bought the mushrooms.
Mushroom spores.
Okay.
But it was just spores, so those are technically legal to order and so.
Sure. So, just curious, how do you even make a mushroom drug? Like, I mean, I'm not trying to, here? I'm just literally asking, like, just pure curiosity.
You get, I mean, there's multiple different, a lot of people use like basically what's like an aquarium.
Sure.
And then put like coffee filters, and over time they just start growing, and then you just keep the biome alive and just grow them from there.
And wow, that's interesting. I wish you would be successful selling those, dude. I wish you the best.
No, that's something I can't. Like I gotta be on the straight now.
Oh,
I do have probation.
That could get you in trouble, though.
Oh well, no. I mean, everything can get me in trouble. I'm realizing all this now.
Well, no. But I mean, like, can selling mushrooms like get you in trouble here?
Oh yeah. 100%.
Okay.
They're not decriminalized by any means.
Got it. I see.
They have like legal Amanita muscaria mushrooms that you can get at like vape shops now, but they're not like by any means like psilocybin or.
Sure. So, you know, Anthony, going back to the that could probably that's on your phone. I don't mean the censor stuff. I mean, how many images are there of like just basically underage nudity? I think we can just be blunt about it, dude. I mean, at this point, if you don't trust me, that's just kind of your own. I mean, I can't believe if you don't, because I've really worked. I mean, I've tried to work through this with you, man. I really have.
I feel like you've done a great job, dude. Like, you're putting me on the right path here.
I
just don't know what else you want me to say right now, dude. Like, after I just woke up, I rolled out of bed.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, how many are things that would maybe now looking back at make me worry about?
Yeah.
Like, a significant amount. Like, probably like 50, maybe more. I don't know.
And is this like
plus.
is this like nudity of underage stuff?
No, but censored. Like they're like drawn over and like, and I don't know. They're like, I don't. A lot look 18, I guess, but
yeah.
If Telegram is as worrisome as you're saying, then like, dude, I've never like, I've seen some young girls like ballet dancing on those, but I've never seen nudity on television. Because every time I see, they make a backup channel, like, hey, join our backup channel.
Yeah.
And then they say, this channel got removed for violent offenses.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, so if there's nudity, it's pulled. That was my understanding of Telegram, honestly.
Okay.
That's a newer app for me, and I only use it like if I'm like in the bathroom and want to just flip through some images or something, or like, it's not something that I like thinking about all day. But Instagram is so hard, like, I think more pervasive in a weird way, because it is one of those things that you just, when you're in line, you can open Instagram, or like when you're waiting for a game to load, you just pull up Instagram. And I don't know, man, I just want that. I want social media off my phone. And I've deleted those before, and I've found way more happiness, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think that's probably a common thread for humans. The more you get off of that, the more you're probably going to feel better.
That's a direct correlation, I think.
I would think. And I would hope, but all I know, dude, is
all right. Yeah. Dude, I want to give you this chance to. I want to give you this chance to tell me if there's anything on your computer you need to get rid of besides a Tor browser.
The Tor browser. Okay. But I don't save anything on my laptop because my wife's mom uses my laptop all the time. Like, I don't want anything on there. The only thing I have is a Tor browser and a VPN.
Okay.
But the VPN, I don't see why that would be bad.
No,
it's just,
you should
the Tor
have a
browser
VPN.
needs to go, man. And Instagram needs to go. Twitter needs to go.
Dude, Anthony.
I have a problem. I understand. There's times where I'm just so involved in, like, I'm just like, that's what I need to focus on, and it's just not.
I know, man. It is that's killing you, specifically child.
All of it, dude.
Yeah.
It's ruining things.
It's specifically child. It's really, and I understand the adult. Yeah, adult step 2. The child you watch very regularly is step 1. very regularly. I mean, I wish we could just get to this point quicker, because I mean, if you're asking an 11-year-old for nudes, talking about beating them up, I mean, come on, dude. Of course you watch a lot of child. Duh, of course you do. Maybe have you seen some nudity on Facebook that people have sent you?
No.
No?
I don't think so.
Okay. So...
I'm not on Facebook at all.
Right. So, how often do you watch child? Just be honest.
Dude, I rarely use my laptop. I used it yesterday, I believe, for the first time in a while because the flights were on.
Did you see any on there yesterday?
When I opened it up, the website was still open, yeah.
With child?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I closed out of it.
How long was this video?
Video?
Yeah, or was it just a picture of it?
It was just that site that I was telling you about that has all the previews. And there's like 12 videos on a page. And you click for a preview.
How many of those videos were CeePee?
Probably the majority.
Majority? Okay.
I would have to look more, but
so over 6 of them probably were out of 12?
I'd say the majority, yeah.
Okay. Anthony, my brother, please be honest. What is...
I'm trying to be, bro.
I know, and I know it's hard to be when it comes to this stuff, dude. That's why I'm not judging you. Because, man, you think when I'm hearing like, oh, the youngest I've seen was 8, but I didn't really watch the video. Most people would just walk away and call you a dirty, filthy liar. Me, I'll keep poking until we get to the truth for your sake. How young has it really gone, man?
Huh?
How young has it really gone?
As long as I told you.
Okay. I do think you've seen a video of an 8-year-old, though.
I don't know, man.
Okay. Have you seen a video that looks as young as that? That could be an 8-year-old?
I honestly don't know, dude. Like, I wish I remembered everything that I did when I was drunk, but I don't, dude. And I know I have real... And there will be progress made, I promise you. But I'm just trying to wrap my head around all this right now, dude.
Yeah.
This, like... I get what you're doing, and, like, I am so thankful that you're handling it this way. But it's not a conducive atmosphere for, like, a long-form conversation about anything, because, like, there's cameras in my faces, and, like,
I offered to put him away.
This is your thing, so, like, if you want to humiliate me and, like, put this online or whatever, like, I totally get it.
I offered
like,
to put the cameras away.
But I mean, this must be like your thing, so
no,
do your thing.
I offered to put the cameras away, Anthony, for your sake, dude. I mean, no, that's the thing. It's not.
Dude, I'm shutting down at this point because I already know, like, I got a problem.
Okay.
I got a problem.
Do you consider yourself a...
No, I've never touched a child ever.
Okay.
But I depending on definition, yeah. I guess if you went through my phone, you'd probably think so.
Okay. So when did you kind of start reaching out to younger profiles, saying hello, like to Emily, for example? Was that also probably 5-6 years ago, or was this more recent, or?
Probably more recent. I don't know.
Sure. If you had to guess, how many do you think it was that you try to reach out to or say hello to or something like that?
I don't know, man.
Okay.
I'm sure you already have the answers and stuff, so.
I don't. That's why I'm asking. But
I don't know, man. I just want to do better.
do.
I really want to go to the bathroom and, like, have a cigarette.
Does your wife know about the dark web stuff?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Even what you've seen on there?
Oh yeah, we've done it together, and we were like, oh god, you know, like, it's just something we've done. Like, she's the most, like, I don't know, she grew up with the internet too, you know, her mom's a computer programmer, and
yeah,
she grew up with the internet, she knows what's on there.
Does she know about your phone gallery?
Oh yeah, she has free access to my phone.
Okay.
And I feel like if there would have been something that I saved that she would have checked me on.
So she knows you save pictures of children on your phone. She doesn't tell you anything about that?
Those maybe she didn't see. I don't know, but I definitely have, like, Instagram models and, like,
Right.
So she's definitely seen a lot of those, and there's a lot of times where she'll just flip through and be like, oh, she's pretty. But, like, it's just, I don't know, dude. As far as that young, that's stuff that just needs to go.
Why do you look at those pictures?
They're on Instagram, I don't know, Twitter, they pop up, and sometimes they look cool, and I'm like, maybe I'll want to see that again later, so I save it.
Okay. Do you save it for like pleasure purposes?
Honestly, a lot of times it's just aesthetics. Like there's not a lot of times I pictures or anything. That's always like anytime I'm like, I don't know. There's just aesthetics, I guess, that I like with certain things, but.
Okay. I mean, you did send a picture of you, Emily, like a picture of you. I think
that was save video from Grindr, or the Grindr picture that I had.
You're bi.
Yeah.
No judgment. Okay.
Whatever label you want to put on it.
Conservative pansexual.
Conservative pansexual male. Republican. Makes no sense, but
No, that's all right.
I don't know, man. Dude, I'm just so glad. I'm taking it a step at a time, but now that I'm not alcohol, I actually feel like I can do something with my life, which I've failed to do now that I've been out of the military for 8 years. But I don't know, man. I need therapy, like, for sure, and I need to uncover this stuff in therapy. Yeah. Because I'm already like a pretty reserved guy. Like I'm not very. It takes a while to get to know me, but out of respect for what you're doing right now, I'm trying to be cool. But
yeah, I appreciate it.
I'm really having a tough time not like
losing it,
like breaking down in tears right now, man. I just keep shaking.
I understand.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
you have like, you could send me to jail, like.
Right, and you know what's nuts is
I'll probably be going to jail too for like DUI, but that's only gonna be 2 days. But.
Well, yeah. Well, you know what's nuts is like I bring up that picture of you, and you instantly knew what it was.
Because that's the only picture I've ever used of that.
Okay.
And it's from Grindr, yeah. It's like a really old picture that I've used.
Yeah, I don't even think you're allowed to display nudity on Grindr though.
No, DM you can.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Not profile picture.
Okay. So, if there's all these young girls that kind of pop up you save, do you also do the same to younger boys that age?
No.
No? Why not?
I don't know. I don't find that attractive.
Okay.
There's still like a prettiness or beauty that I see in girls like that.
Sure.
I'm not trying to justify anything.
What are they saying?
Go away. I'll send somebody.
Got it. So when you tell Emily here, cruise in my car, I'll show you, we'll have fun in the car. I really want to see your blah, 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 blah. So obviously that is you seeking out child. It's the nude of an 11-year-old girl, so that's the objective definition. So how many times have you tried to seek that out on the dark web? Or how often do you do that? I mean, because obviously it's happened more than once, but...
It's the only time I can think of someone that would get me in trouble like this, honestly.
Huh?
This is the only time I can think of someone that would get me in trouble like this.
Okay, well, I'm asking you, how many times have you tried... How often do you try to...
With people? Like
No. How often do you try to look at child dark web? Because you're trying to look at child obviously, because you were asking for it, but...
Yeah, I don't know. If I was drinking and in a weird state of mind, I might look for it. I don't know.
Okay. So was that an often thing, or?
No, I don't use my laptop that much.
Okay. So it's a once in a while thing you try to look for that stuff?
Again, with the links, sometimes I would just go through them, and if I found it, then yeah. But
okay.
I don't know.
You got a lot of...
Most of anything that I see that's like in poor taste would probably be Instagram.
Instagram, okay.
Or Twitter. Twitter's bad. I just don't need to get rid of both of those.
Is Twitter as bad as it was before Elon Musk came, or?
I don't know. I'm not big of a Twitter guy. But I use it for like, I don't know, just every now and then briefly to scroll through it. But
got it.
I think he did help a lot with maybe some of the like bots and.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For sure. For sure.
Dude, I'm so sorry. I gotta go to the bathroom so bad. Is there... I don't know, man. I wish I could just fucking undo this, but something I'm gonna have to work through for a while. If you want, I mean, it seems you already have my contact information.
Well, I guess the question is,
check back on me, like, dude, I promise you I'll be doing better.
well, I guess the question is, you know, 5 to 7 years ago when this started for you, did this start for you because you were curious about it initially, or did it just kind of happen?
I don't know. I think I was like searching for like something that would make me feel.
So you're looking for like some rush, taboo rush.
I don't know if necessarily. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. That seems like the back at that time, never even thinking of the dark web for anything other than like psychedelics was. I think that was I was looking for some sort of weird like rush or to feel something different.
Do you think it could be a power thing to look at those videos of the child?
I don't know if it's necessarily a power thing as it is. It's just like, up. It's like not healthy for like human society to think that way.
Yeah.
Or to behave that way. But it's a problem. Like it's not good. And the more of that we can get rid of, I think the better. And I think, I don't know, I never felt powerful doing it. If anything, I felt a lot of shame, and I think that's kind of what I fed off of. Like, again, maybe, I don't know, I like, I guess, but...
Did you ever get off of that shame?
I don't know if it was, like, necessarily, like, getting off to it, but it's just, like, oh, this feeling is what I deserve. Like, that's what I...
Okay.
It's like, I feel like I should be, like, operating at a low, like, vibration, where, like, I'm the weirdo that everyone... I don't know, I lost all my friends, I lost, like, my family barely talks to me, so...
Okay.
I'm like, why not just go all the way, you know?
Yeah.
I think that was my mindset, if you want an honest answer. I think it was just, honestly, to cause myself more harm, because honestly, I've been... So... that's when I became real around that time, so I was probably pretty reckless.
Do you think watching child...
Could have helped.
Could have helped.
I don't think it was the main fire that was burning. I was trying to put out a lot of different ones, but
yeah.
I can't help. It makes me feel pretty now, like I could.
I mean, are you sure it's not some attraction? Because one of the messages to Emily was, I was looking at your pictures all day and I'm feeling so attracted towards you.
I'm sure, dude, that's a line I use for so many girls.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I'm sure when I originally saw the picture, I was like, oh, she's cute. Like,
okay.
Let's talk. But I don't know. I know my fiance has gotten mad at me before. I've woken up and I've seen a lot of texts on my phone, and I'm like, shouldn't have been doing that. So, like, she's cool with, like, of course it would have to be overage, and then as long as it's something we communicate, but I'm sure she'd be very happy about.
Right.
See how anyone could be.
So you say, God, I can't stop looking at your picture. Your boobs are so fine. So what about Emily's small little boobs was fine to you, man?
I don't know. Like boobs, I guess.
Yeah, but I don't think an 11-year-old really has boobs.
I don't know.
You know?
I don't know, man. I've seen boobs of all sizes, so I don't know.
Okay. You know, when's the last time your wife kind of checked your phone?
Sure, recently.
Okay.
But like where I was involved in it, like I don't know. But I'm sure she's just gone through it, like while sleeping or whatever.
You don't have any passcode on there? No. You at least keep your computer password protected?
Yeah, the computer's fine. And
okay.
Again, there's nothing that I would even be worried about with the computer other than the Tor browser.
Right.
As far as files and stuff, no, there's nothing to worry about on the computer.
Okay. God damn. So your wife doesn't even know your computer password?
No, she does.
Okay.
Her mom knows it too. Like, it's just, they don't think to use the Tor browser.
Do they even know what it is?
My fiance does, for sure.
Okay.
Her mom probably not so much. She's like 70.
Yeah, it makes sense. When she hears Tor, she probably thinks like some cruise or something. But, Yeah. What? So is your computer like number passcode, or is it like a family name or something?
It's not. It's safe. It's. But even then, I'm erasing everything.
Okay.
I'm just gonna do a hard reset on it. And same with my phone. I'm just gonna hard erase everything. I don't care what I lose.
Yeah. I think it's probably in the hundreds what you need a hard erase.
I'll definitely do that.
I mean, have you had this phone for, how long have you had this phone for?
It's been a minute. I just clean up my life, man.
Yeah. Are you gonna talk to your wife about what we talked about?
Yeah.
What do you think she's gonna say?
I don't know. It's not gonna be good. But I can't keep this to myself. Like, this isn't cool, man.
No.
And you thinking I don't care about any of this is, but I get it. You probably deal with people like me all the time, but
Well, just because you weren't honest about what you've seen at first.
dude, who like is gonna open up in those circumstances?
Not many.
Has there been one that's just a complete sociopath that just answers everything honestly right away?
That's funny. That's what I tell him. That's actually what I tell him.
Ted Bundy or something? It's like, dude, that's nobody in their right mind is like going to be comfortable speaking about it.
Well, that's what I actually tell him. Like, when it's a way that I get people to open up. It's like I tell them, like, look, I understand why the full truth isn't coming out, because you're not some sociopath that would just. And then they're like, okay, well, here's the actual truth. It works like a charm. You'd be good. We kind of look related anyway.
I haven't gotten much sun, but usually the Irish comes out when I get the sun. But
Yeah, that dude. Massively Irish name.
German Irish, yeah. There's a town in Germany called Lingfeld.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are your parents from Germany, or?
Grandparents. Ireland, Germany, yeah. Germany was my mom's side, and then Irish, my dad's.
Wow. Well, that was...
Sorry, vice versa, sorry. Cook was my mom's last name, which is her.
Dude, literally, just the two most drunk countries in all of Europe.
Yeah, my mom's an alcoholic, dad was an alcoholic, so...
It's just genetics, dude.
It's the worst poison you can put in yourself.
Are you from Grand Island or from somewhere else?
I'm from here, yeah.
How's it like living here?
I hate it, honestly.
Really? Not much to do, or?
I thought at one point I'd pursue stand-up comedy and get good at that and eventually move, but drinking put a whole damper on that. I had my car repoed. We were 4 months late for rent. My unemployment claim was ignored, and I've been trying to get a hold of the office for the last 3 months now. And I filed 7 months ago and still haven't received $1.
Why don't you just get a job?
That seems like the right thing, right? But
well, it seems like the
my
only
training,
thing.
A lot of the stuff I did work-wise was all serving and bartending, and being around alcohol right now, I don't trust myself at all, dude.
Well, why not just Walmart? I mean,
yeah, for sure, but the thing is, I'm gonna lose my license. I'm gonna have to work out transportation, and my fiance doesn't drive.
oh really?
Her mom doesn't drive. She has. So I honestly, what I felt like the best decision was to go to school full time, because the GI Bill will pay me to go to school.
Nice.
And once I'm on my feet more, yeah, 100% work is the thing. But dude, I've been and it's and again, that just sounds. It's like the thing that everyone's, dude, I've been. But no, man, like I want to, but I haven't. I've held back on stuff and.
Well, yeah. When did that happen, right there?
2 years ago.
God, it's permanent, huh?
Yeah, I got a lot of them, man. Yeah. A lot of
Kelly.
But
What
I don't feel good about myself yet.
are they, dude? Golly, so where were they? They said they were on the way. They didn't.
ASAP.
Yeah, I mean, and your wife doesn't even like want to work at all, or?
Dude, she's been in and out of the hospital for the last month.
Just curious, what kind of dog do y'all have?
It's a pit bull.
God damn, does it bite?
She's never attacked anyone, but if I'm weird vibes, she's weird vibes. So I wouldn't feel comfortable anyone playing with her or anything right now. So.
Dude, I can't do pit bulls, man.
She was nuts when I first got her, but she's a sweetie now. But
like nuts with the biting people, or?
She's never attacked anyone.
Oh.
Just to be clear, but she used to have so much energy, she would attack me, and we'd have to do jiu-jitsu in our front yard.
What's her name?
Patty.
Just an Irish ass name, huh? Wow. So I mean, what do you think is the solution here, man? What do you think should happen?
I take a long look in the mirror and get together and get off of social media and keep alcohol out of my blood and go to therapy and really figure out why the I'm even remotely this way, man.
Yeah.
I've gone to extensive therapy, group therapies, but it's all been like mental health related, and it's all been like addiction and, you know, dependency kind of things, but I've never been able to like talk about how up some of my thoughts are sometimes, man.
You haven't told anybody ever about this type of stuff?
No, I've told my fiance. She has a, I don't want to say she gets it. She finds it very disturbing.
Yeah.
And of course, I mean, yeah, of course, but I feel like I can tell her anything though, and I feel like I have to keep my mental health, because if I can't communicate to her, then what in this world?
Right.
Like, that's the one person
I mean, so you say she washes the child dark web with you, though.
No, she gets we've pulled up a link and she's seen it and she gets angry, and she knows it's there. She would never like sit down and eat popcorn and watch that. She would destroy the laptop if she saw anything like play out, like, but she's seen what's on there, of course, just from like links and stuff.
Right.
Like, you know.
So when have you let it play out? Is that when she's not around?
I mean, I don't know. I've seen like previews of things, but like, it's just, I don't know. If it's like she passes out drunk and I'm drinking still all night, then yeah, I probably would pull some. Dude, I don't know specifics, but I definitely have pulled some stuff up, I'm sure.
Okay. Of the CeePee?
I mean, yeah, I've opened those links, so I don't know.
Yeah, Anthony, it's sick.
It's gross.
It's really sick.
I'm really ashamed, man. That's why it's just searing feeling of cameras in my face. So I get it. I did this to myself. So.
Yeah, I mean, can you put my phone on the charger, please? Or is it dead?
Yeah, it's dead.
Yeah, can you? Oh yeah, it is dead. Yeah, can you throw my phone on the charger, please? I'll show you which one to put it on. Hold on. Yeah, dude, I would call him back and be like, dude, he's about to go inside. Can you send somebody quick? Yeah, man, I think, where's your phone right now?
It's inside.
Okay. Yeah, I really think the only disconnect we have, man, is I still do think there's some nudity on that phone, bro. You've had it for too long.
I'll hard erase everything. That's my, I don't know. I'll get rid of everything on it, honestly.
But do you know, because factory resetting doesn't do anything. It's still able to be pulled if it were to ever be pulled.
Well, then I'll sign into the cloud and do all that. But it's not going to be on my phone. I know that. I can't have it on my phone.
Right. Well, do you know how to specifically delete a photo, like a specific photo?
No.
Okay. Do you have Android or iPhone?
iPhone.
Okay. Well, that's the easier one to do it on. Okay. Because I can show you how to specifically delete. But is there actually?
Dude, I just want it off my phone, and
Okay.
I just want to move on, man.
I mean, how much nudity do you really think's on there of kitty stuff?
I've already answered that, and it isn't changing. As far as nudity of adults, like a lot, dude.
Right.
Sure.
So it is more of an everyday thing than a 2 or 3 times a week thing.
Yeah, that.
2 or 3 times.
Like it's something that's like constantly in my thoughts. Yeah. I pull up Twitter for that reason, or Instagram for that reason, or a website just while I'm like chilling, just whatever. Like if I got a minute or two just to look at something that like is primarily feeding, feast, like, you know.
You just need that dopamine rush.
I guess, which is realizing I'm more connected than I really thought I was. But if it's affecting my mind that much, like, it's not good.
Yeah.
It's not good, man.
Gosh. Well, I mean, are your parents still around? They both passed?
My mom is, but my dad died in December.
Sorry to hear. What happened?
I don't want to get into that, man. We're not on camera.
Okay. Did y'all get vaxxed?
No.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, no, that I agree.
What is it, like a 0.2% chance of anything happening from COVID?
Yeah, it's something ridiculous though for our age range.
It's bananas.
It is bananas. Did your wife get vaxxed?
No.
Good. It's good. Golly, man. I mean, dude. I mean, what do you think should happen here?
Well, I already know I'm like in the thick of, so I mean, whatever. If you want to press charges, or I mean, that's up to you, dude. But all I know is I need AA in my life. I need therapy, and I need to take care of my court stuff. And I'm fairly certain I'll be going to jail for at least a couple of days for that.
Like
that'll be like a year probation. So.
Yeah. You had a theft charge, right?
Yeah.
What happened with that?
I stole food from Super Saver.
Why? You just broke and needed something, or?
It's a really dark period of my life.
Got it.
Busy.
Well, I mean, there's a few ways this can go, because I think you have opened up and you were honest about things, you know. So obviously when it comes to this type of stuff, there's ways where there's ways that basically your whole house can get raided, and they take all of your electronics, they scare the out of your wife, they shoot your dog probably. You know how these pigs are. And there's ways where you man up, take accountability, and turn yourself in, and then you have us with you that can vouch for you and truly say you need help, because they do have intervention programs, like mandated intervention programs. There's a few ways this can go. So, you know, my recommendation to you, because I really do want to help you. I don't want you to be in trouble. The best thing would be, because I mean, come on, even if there's no getting rid of what you had or have. There's none. There isn't, man. Because anything that's on, I mean, what VPN do you have?
I don't know.
Okay. If you unless you got your VPN from actually the dark web, your VPN's shambles. Okay. So every single image, video you looked at's all on your internet. Cutting that off because they can preserve that. Yeah. And it will be preserved.
Yeah, so what do you want to do, man?
So what we should do,
Can I please go to the bathroom? I will be right back out. You already know where I live. I need it so bad, dude.
Well, Anthony, hold on.
Dude, it's either that or my pants. Like,
Anthony,
I swear to God.
Anthony, hold on a second, man. Well, you can do whatever you want, but Anthony, here's what I'm going to tell you, man. Here's what I think we should do. You listening?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm right here, dude.
We should probably just go to the station and just talk to them ourselves, like with you.
I can't do that today, dude.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
gonna be going to like. I don't know, man. I can't do that today. Can we just? I gotta go to the bathroom so bad. I just woke up.
you think
This is something I need to correct. Like I'm gonna delete everything, man. Like I get it. If you want to take me, if you want to call the police, that's what you gotta do. But I'm already going to jail. I'm like already.
do you mind if we just go to a convenience store and do it there? I won't say a word or bring the cameras in there.
Dude, I honestly, and like, I will be right back outside. I'm not gonna leave you guys hanging, okay?
Well,
I just need a cigarette. And that's all that's happening.
how do I know you're not going to go just erase anything, or try to?
What? I don't know. I guess you don't. It's probably locked, even. Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to a convenience store.
Then you guys are gonna go to the police station.
No, we're not.
Yes, you are. That was your whole plan.
Is your wife home right now?
No, she was walking right by us.
Okay.
She walked to the gas station. The door's locked. I got so bad. This sucks. Is that it? So that's what we're doing? We're going to the police?
We probably, I mean, if you want, I can seriously vouch for you and say he needs help.
What does that do?
They put you in an intervention program.
I'm gonna go to jail.
I personally don't think so. At least they're going to be very much more.
Otherwise, I'm gonna be uncooperative. Then stop talking. All right.
Yeah, we can cut it for now.
Just
We-
for now, like.
Yeah. We. So,
Do I need a lawyer?
I mean, at
Is
this,
that the direction we're going?
dude, honestly, at this point, Anthony, that'd be so useless.
How do I know any of this?
So everything's on. Anthony, everything's on.
I'm not gonna let you represent me like law.
Well, I'm not saying that.
I just met you, dude.
Well, I mean, bro, Anthony.
You can follow up in a week, and if I'm not on the right path, then please take me to jail. Please. I will be on the right path immediately. I forgot like entirely about this, and then now it's haunting me, dude, and I'm not consuming alcohol, like at all. Only thing is CBD, gummies, every night before bed. That's it. And I can fix this. Like, I know I can do better. Like, that's all I'm asking for, a chance to do better. I don't want to go to jail, man. I can't handle that. My fiance's been in and out of the hospital, and she has the drinking problem. That's so much worse than mine. And if she's alone, there's no way she's going to make it through this. Her mom, I had to kick her mom out of her house, and now her mom's dying in a nursing home.
The mom that uses the computer.
Yeah. She was here, like, and was talking so much mad to my fiance that I had to kick her out of the house.
You know, if you really had, just go to the convenience store right there. There's literally
one way clear down there, one way down there. If I start walking, I'm gonna my pants. I'm pushing it on, like, with a stool right now, dude. I got so bad. And I'm not getting in your car because I don't know you guys. And if you just go straight to the police station, that's like, what is that?
I can.
Citizen's arrest?
No, I can't do that. I'm not prepared to do that.
Okay, so
Well, I can promise you we can take you to the convenience store if you want.
I don't trust that.
That's fine.
Right now.
That's cool.
I'm just gonna wait for my fiance to get back. Probably walk to the gas station. It's like, do you really think that's gonna help me?
What?
Like, all this?
Taking you to the convenience store will help you.
Yeah, but no, this like wake-up call is scary enough, dude. Like, fucking terrifying.
Well, Anthony, what we can do is we can give psychiatric help.
I would love that. I want. This sounds weird, but like, I feel like there's something there where I can like.
Help us out?
No, no, I mean, no, oh, I'm sorry, I was being selfish, man. I was just gonna say, I feel like I can talk to you. Like, if we just talking, like, but this was so much.
I think so. So why don't you just let us take you to the convenience store so you can take a shit?
No,
Okay.
I can't do that.
Okay.
I don't trust getting in a stranger's vehicle.
It's fine with me.
It's fine.
Can't make you.
He'll be back here soon. I'll be fine, but I just worried about my dog barking out too. Jesus. Dude, this wake-up call is serious. Like,
Yeah.
it's really serious. Can we move away from the door?
Sure.
She's gonna...
Sure. You need me to bring the stool for you so you can sit down?
It's fine. Like, we don't have to go far away or anything.
Okay.
But yeah, like, help would be great, man. That's why, like, I wish I don't want to take time out of your day, but if you could check like in a week or like 2 weeks every week, just to like for a bit, just to like make sure I'm not doing this, man. And I have a hard time going to the VA. It just like triggered. I've been
Right.
hospitalized so many times that it does something weird to me. I can't afford like
Yeah.
regular therapy. But if there was somebody I could just like have reach out, just to like, hey man, like,
Try texting.
like, I don't know if you're religious or believe in God or something.
I do.
Like, just like something reaffirming. Like, I don't have friends, man. I don't have any like positive influences in my life.
You don't have any friends at all?
There's not a person I could ever thinking of asking like for something basic. Like, hey, can I get a ride?
Yeah.
My fiance and my mom are the only people I talk to. Well, my fiance's mom, but she's kind of a cunt. So.
Sure. Where's the text message thing on here?
I feel like I need that, man.
A friend?
I mean, that's just like a positive influence.
Yeah.
I just feel really alone. Ever since COVID, dude. I hope.
Well, did you have friends in bartending at least?
I was always popular at the place that I worked, and
Right.
I just don't have any social life anymore, man. I'm just at home 24/7, dude.
Just home.
And and
Well, I think a job is the main thing you need.
I'm just scared to even put myself out there right now.
There's no texting.
I'm just worried about like any bit of stress like triggering me to drink again. I don't want to throw my life away.
Do you have any alcohol in the house still? No.
No, they rushed my fiance to the hospital because
Really?
it was like the worst I've ever seen her.
Yeah.
She was like foaming out the mouth, and I had to like pick her up and carry her to the door. And that was the last time she drank. She spent 5 days in the hospital. And
I mean, was she close to not making it?
she was real close. I've had medical training too. Like I know when someone's close. Like,
Yeah.
bad.
Air Force gave you medical training?
Did basics.
Yeah.
Like heart rate, blood
Sure.
pressure. No, like I can't remove a tumor, but but that was one of the scariest things. I thought I lost her.
Sure. So
Alcohol is just such a huge problem, man.
it is.
It's not right, and honestly, I can with taking but it's something I've just recently gotten back into since I stopped drinking. But I stopped taking because of your liver when you're taking it while drinking. So
Right.
it's just something I've recently been getting back into as well. Like I need to take it every day. Every day. Yeah.
Where do you even get that?
VA sends it.
VA sends
It's
it.
free. Yeah. I get like a 3-month supply every like 3 months.
Nice.
Yeah.
That makes sense. A 3-month supply every 3 months. Because I guess that's kind of,
Yeah, but I mean they just sent it.
or like a 1-month supply every month. Yeah, kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it's probably a little excessive. I'm sorry. I'm up right now, man. I just want to do the right thing here. I get it if you want to go to the police, but I don't know, man.
When did you all get this apartment? It's beautiful.
It's a couple years ago. It's a nice old place. We almost had to get that. We almost got evicted, but we just recently got caught up on our bills. We're getting really close to eviction, so my dog's too old to go into like a home. I just want to be here for my family, and I just want to start doing the right thing now. I'm sure you hear this all the time. People like me.
Sometimes it's more sincere than others, and I think this is.
I hope so. I really want to do the right thing here. I need therapy, I know that.
You friends with the Haitians there?
Yeah, pretty cool.
Okay, well, that's a friend.
Well, I mean, they don't really speak English, but
Right.
it's like a wave here and there. But yeah, they're cool. They're nice. Is everything okay?
Yeah, it's
Like, there's a cop coming, so that must have been what we were waiting on.
yeah. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Hi. So
What we got? Let's get out of the street.
basically, well, this guy has child laptop. Can I get him to incriminate himself in front of you on your body cam so you have probable cause? We've done that before.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's time out for a second. What
Yeah.
do we got going on?
So-
Officer Baker, do you mind just walking down? Anthony,
Oh,
I think.
okay.
Anthony.
Hi, Anthony.
He looks like he's upset, obviously.
Yeah, we have a group where we catch child across the country.
Yeah.
We're from Houston, Texas, but we've been in Nebraska a couple times. We have a couple of convictions here, but it's all child arrests because, you know, I know evidence from a civilian group can't be used in Nebraska.
It's hard, yeah.
Yeah, but he's.
So you're familiar. That was going to be the tough conversation we were about to have.
Oh yeah,
What do
but
you-
like we have 2 convictions here because of child. So like, so this guy has advised us that he has child the dark web, like opened up on his laptop, and that he has tons of questionable images on his phone, and wanted to say it in front of you guys, but the pretense of like us knowing that is we were posing as an 11-year-old that he was, you know, soliciting all that type of stuff, but he sent a screenshot of something, I forgot what it was, but you know how you can kind of see your gallery on a screenshot, like at the bottom, like the bottom pictures of your gallery.
Okay.
So we saw those bottom pictures were like young girls, like they weren't naked, but they were like posing. So we're like, oh, this guy probably has a lot of. And I noticed he has this app called Telegram, which is like notorious for trading child. And so we interviewed him here for the last 2.5 hours, and over the course, he's told us that he's been viewing child dark web for the past couple of years, and he has the dark web on his laptop currently, and he has some images on his phone that. The farthest he said with that was the kids were nude, but like it was covered, like kind of censored, like a marker was drawn over like their private parts, but the kids are young.
Did you see any of these images, or did he just simply tell you that?
He told us. The only thing we've seen is like when he sent like some screenshot of something unrelated, but you could see the gallery. It was like young girls posing, not nude, but like, you know, if that was his last 4 images, I wonder, you know, it's probably.
So what am I holding right here with all of this?
These are all out of order. We can send it to you digitally.
Okay.
But
please.
this is his messages to an assumed 11-year-old where he's like sending his pic, all that crap.
So I see the you're so hot. Thank you.
I'm 11.
11 by
Yeah.
the way. Like what? You're so much older. You're very attractive. Okay. We're gonna want that. I was gonna say because this is kind of a mess.
Oh, we have it all saved for y'all. We have it all saved.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I will give all of this back
All
to
right.
you. That way.
Yeah. And if you don't have an email, I can give it to you in 2 seconds.
Yeah. Just give us that.
All right.
All right. Enough for you.
All right. You don't have a card or nothing?
Nah, I don't carry those things.
All right.
That's a new young guy thing.
Got it. Got it. Yeah, he was like halfway honest with us, but
No,
he said enough to get him in trouble, I
they
think.
gave us that address, and I knew.
Oh yeah, so he lives there, but we were talking with him over there for the longest time.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Because I'm like, I'm pretty sure I should know over here, and I was going
Probably for alcohol poisoning or something.
to go. Totally unrelated. Okay.
Okay.
If you don't get a response from me, like I got it,
Mhm.
then I didn't get it. So what that means is our firewall is pretty particular about attachments.
Okay.
Most law enforcement ones are. So if that doesn't work, we'll come up with something different. So,
Okay.
all right. I'm glad you're familiar with our statute. 'Cause
Yeah,
I thought this was. I had a feeling there'd be a camera.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to be a little awkward.
Right.
So if you weren't familiar with our statute where it says law enforcement,
Yeah,
or,
yeah. That's why, like, we don't do anything in Nebraska anymore except if we're like 90% sure they have.
right. So at this point, you guys didn't see it though.
No.
All right. We're gonna, since he's been cooperative, we're gonna try and get consent to seize those items. If we don't, this is gonna go to our trafficking investigator.
Okay.
You can try and delete it, but you know how that works. It ain't going away.
Yeah, I'm just worried about the dark web on his computer. Like,
Now that I'm no computer guru.
yeah. But yeah, no, we have it all on film of him saying this, and we told him it was voluntary to talk to us. Like, when he's like, can I go take a shit? Like, you can do whatever you want. Like, we never said, oh, hey, man, no, you got to be here or else. Any of that crap.
I think that's it.
Yep.
There's nobody else in the apartment, right?
There's a pit bull. Nobody else.
Nobody bleeding.
Right.
What's up, guys? So consider joining our locals. If you like the fact that we catch predators nationwide, it's not possible without you joining our locals. On locals, you get to see over 20 catches early and completely uncensored. You get to see live predator confrontations as they happen, and you get to support the movement that has an arrest in 43 different states and convictions in 24. We do travel the most and catch the sickest. It's only $7 a month. You get more early content than Rumble. We do big content dumps every single month on locals, and can't do this without you guys. Consider joining locals.